if there's anybody in that building that kind of bristles at Jalen's dad on the bench. And maybe these guys are like, we're all grown men. I don't need my college coach here anymore. Unless they love the guy and he loves coaching, go with Jay Wright. That's my top 5 list here on the Rich Eisen Show. You can hit it one more.
Go one more. I did not know this.
Let's do it. He would be great with the media. He would be great because he is a New York Knick through and through. Stephen A. Smith. Let's go.
Gosh.
Stephen A. Smith, he's already molded Spice Adams into a winner. Plus, Stephen A. is going to start competing against us. Stephen A., what are you doing joining into our mosh pit at 12 to 3 Eastern?
Wow.
Oh. So I'm trying to get him out of the mix.
Yeah, what's he got at 12 now?
He's Sirius XM on Mad Dog Radio. He's going to start. So that's my top 5 list. Presented by Hyundai, presented by the all-new, all-electric Hyundai Ioniq 9. Space for up to 7, range for miles. Come on, Stephen A. Coach the Knicks, baby.
Come on.
For the ones who get it done, Grainger offers high-quality supplies and solutions for every industry, as well as access to product specialists who have the knowledge and experience to answer your toughest questions. Plus, their commitment to being your safety partner can help you keep your facilities safe and your people safer. Click Grainger.com or just stop by.
O'Reilly. Check engine, ABS, or maintenance light on? Take the guesswork out of your warning lights with O'Reilly Veriscan. The service is free and provides a report with solutions verified by ASE certified master technicians. And if you need help, we could recommend a shop for you. Ask for O'Reilly Veriscan today.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Pirate Nation, your dream home starts with an unshakable foundation. At Unshakable Builders, they don't just build houses, they build trust. From blueprints to keys, their expert team is with you every step of the way. Serving Greenville and all of Eastern North Carolina since 2009, Unshakable Builders turn visions into reality with craftsmanship you can count on. You dream it, they build it. Visit unshakablebuilders.com to start your journey home the right way. Unshakable Builders, build on a solid foundation.
Stella Artois is a world-renowned Belgian beer with over 650 years of brewing heritage. Stella's rich, full flavor and smooth finish is perfect for making moments worth more. Stella's non-alcohol option, Stella 0.0, offers the same iconic taste without the alcohol, ideal for those looking to enjoy Stella anytime. Stella, whether celebrating big or small, Stella is the perfect choice for elevating the everyday. Proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989.
At Langley Contracting, we're superior roofing specialists. Whether it's a new roof or repairing your old one, we've got you covered. And best of all, we handle your insurance claims. We are locally owned right here in Eastern Carolina. We are licensed and insured and have a 25-year roof warranty. We can handle your gutter installation too, so everything is seamless. Call or visit us online at 214roof.com for your free estimate today.
Langley Contracting, your superior roofing specialist.
The crack of the bat. The roar of the crowd. Baseball is back in Kinston. Come cheer on your Down East Bird Dogs.
Watch the Down East Bird Dogs play.
The crack of the bat. The roar of the crowd. Baseball is back in Kinston. Come cheer on your Down East Bird Dogs.
Watch the Down East Bird Dogs play.
Jeff Stein here at Brown & Wood Buick GMC, home of the lifetime powertrain warranty. For Cadillac, we got the XT5, plenty in stock, $5,000 off. For Mazda, we have the Mazda 3, 2.9%, the CX-70, $440 a month lease special, the CX-50, $339 a month with only $29.95 down. We've also got Tom Brown's favorite tagline, 4 brands, 3 generations, 2 rooftops, and 1 goal to make sure you leave a happy customer.
The Buccaneer Music Hall is your beacon of music in the land of the Pirates in ENC. Open at noon 7 days a week with live music. Come enjoy sports trivia with me, Clip Rock, every Monday. Tuesday and Wednesday, it's live local acoustic night, along with line dancing from 7 to 9 on Wednesday. Thursday, there's a brand new lineup with Singo starting at 8, followed by karaoke karaoke with DJ Dog. Ladies and free both Friday and Saturday nights with the best local bands in the area. Finish the weekend with free games and DJ Kid Scene.
Y'all come get fucked up.
Father's Day is here, and it's your opportunity to say thanks. I'm Rhonda with Russell's Clothing in downtown Washington, and we've been making dads happy for 41 years. Russell's offers an amazing selection of sportswear and accessories, including the best from Johnny O, Peter Millar, Duckhead, and Gentile. Can't make a decision? No problem. Gift certificates are always a win in any amount. Make it easy and shop Russell's for a great selection, personal service, and free signature gift wrap. Where it's all about you, our pirate friends and customers.
Planning a special event, whether it's a baby shower, bridal luncheon, birthday party, or even a tailgate at Clark LeClaire Stadium, Chicken Salad Chick has you covered. Their fan favorite mini croissant platters is just one of many options to choose from, perfect for any occasion. With a variety of chicken salad flavors, there's something for everyone to enjoy. Let us do the work while you enjoy the event. Delicious, fresh, and served with a smile. Chicken Salad Chick Catering. Make every event memorable. Visit chickensaladchick.com to place your catering order. Just remember, you pick it up and we'll have it ready to go. Chicken Salad Chick, where every event is a little bit tastier.
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 and 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington.
Can you be quiet, please? Thank you.
Welcome to Pirate Radio Live.
Afternoon, everybody.
We got Jarrett here. Hey, Jarrett. Hey. And we got left side. Strong side.
What's up, Chandler? How you?
The little guy. It was just such a fresh breath air. Well said, John.
Come on, Chuck.
I will read it verbatim. The Masters tournament is special.
Hold on, you'll read it what?
Verbatim. Verbatim?
How do you spell that? That word you just said, how do you spell it?
I have no clue.
Say it one more time. You're going to read it
verbatim.
That's how you said verbatim.
Verbatim. That's what I said.
No, you did not.
I said verbatim.
Nope. None. No. There's a very low percentage of this that is smiles and glory holes. Very low percentage.
Loneliness is worse than COVID. It's a proven fact.
I'm not talking about this.
Correct.
That's all. I love y'all, man.
Now live from the Pirate Radio studios in the heart of the Pirate Nation, here is your host, Clip Brock.
Welcome in to this Hawaiian Shirt Friday edition of Pirate Radio Live. Clip Brock here with you inside the Pirate Radio studios, coming to you on Pirate Radio 92.7 FM in Greenville, 104.1 in Washington. We're on 1250, 930 online, PR 927 FM. And you can find us on YouTube, Pirate Radio TV. Been putting out some hits on YouTube this week. Make sure you are subscribed. Give us a like. I shouldn't have to remind you every day, but for some folks I do. Give us a like. And what is on your mind this weekend? No ECU athletics to discuss. Well, not to discuss, but no games going on. Plenty to discuss. We can talk football any minute of any day of any month of the year. So we might dive into some Pirate football today. We'll dive into a little NFL. Chun, you are not at the pre-show production meeting. I'm going to need you to do something, and this is, I'm going to tell you, it's a tough task. I'm going to need you to boot out 3 teams that made the playoffs from the NFC last year and slide 3 teams in like Dixon. And then I'm going to need you to do the same for the AFC. 3 teams that missed it last year that will make it this year. And like I said, Jarrett and I did it. I can tell you personally, it was Jarrett said he was having a tough time with it. And for you, it's going to be dead. But I think you can get it done between now and 4 o'clock. Guest on the show today, Brian North, joins us coming up in a little bit. Have not heard from Tony Dunn. He may or may not be on the show. I don't know, but we'll talk a little NFL in hour 2 regardless. Morgan Ahlers is going to join us coming up at 5 o'clock. We'll try to catch up with Coach Hud, find out where in the world is Greg Hudson later on in the show as well. Shirley Rhodes is here. J-Bone, Jared Watkins here, and we got left side.
Strong side. Pop at the top on this Friday.
I would like to thank everyone for participating in Hawaiian Shirt Friday, and by that I mean Shirley. Thanks, Shirley.
Anytime, Clip.
You know, try to do something fun around here, build some camaraderie, do something as a group. And
mentioned it during the show yesterday.
Great microcosm. Shirley and I are above a certain number of age, but you got kids these days in their 20s, teens, who me. They think about themselves. They don't want to do anything as a team, as a group, and didn't participate today. So maybe next time, Shirley. Maybe next time everybody will join in with us.
Maybe next week.
I had bigger offers from other shirt styles. So.
Do you have a Hawaiian shirt?
Yeah, but it's dirty.
It's dirty?
Yeah.
When was the last time you wore it?
Wait, why are you crushing him? Where's yours?
Last time I went to the pool, what was that, 3 or 4 weeks ago?
And you haven't washed it?
No, it's on the floor. I washed what I'm going to wear that week. I didn't plan on it.
Jared goes the boys to men route, Shirley.
Yeah.
Throw your clothes on the floor.
We got nowhere to go.
Let's hear what you got to say, Big Head.
No, one, I totally forgot.
Okay, I think we can stop there. That's pretty much it.
But I also wake up and say, what can I put on that's dapper? Because I'm a salesman. And
you chose that shirt?
Looks good on you.
Look, what do you get a free? You get a free bowl of soup with a sale? No. I feel like I've gained some weight. I don't know if I fit into my.
Have you?
I don't know.
I think it depends on what you wear, because I've seen you certain days and I'm like, man, Chan looks slim.
Yeah, I guess so. But the last time I wore my Hawaiian shirt,
why are you so hot and sweaty?
Am I sweaty?
Yeah.
God, I am sweaty.
I can see it on your face.
It's a little hot in here.
You've got beads of sweat. Are you okay?
No, I was outside doing some stuff earlier to my car, so. But anyway,
man.
No, I didn't like the way. But I have a button-up, short sleeve shirt, and it's got like drinking cups, solo cups on it. Mm-hmm. Does that count as Hawaiian?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
Well, I mean, I have one that's in the style of a Hawaiian shirt, but it's got rubber ducks all over it.
Yeah, but that looks Hawaiian. I would need to check this out, Chan.
Yeah.
Okay.
Try it out.
Clip has to approve it.
Try it out.
Oh, I think I got a video of me when I was down in Florida for the Orange Bowl.
The Orange Bowl.
I think I was wearing it. I'll let you check it out.
Shirley
Speaking
and
I was before you continue, Clip. I was looking on my Facebook memories. You know, they have the little memories link. You can go back and look at some of your old posts and stuff.
I'm familiar.
And there was a video on my memories page this morning of a video that we posted with Zach Kaplan dressed as a leprechaun sitting.
I'm a leprechaun.
Yeah. And ironically, in that video, Chandler's wearing the exact same shirt.
That's his. When everybody's dressed up as something, that's Chandler's shirt.
Yeah,
he wears this.
apparently
This
so.
is
Yeah.
one of my top golf shirts.
Yeah. You go to Top Golf?
Look at this.
Okay. Okay, when you have it buttoned all the way down to your cleavage area.
You like that?
And you got a little taco meat on your chest.
Oh, yes.
That could pass for a Hawaiian shirt. You look cool, man.
Got a little taco meat on my chest.
The backwards hat? Yeah. That's the Chan I want to hang out with.
Is that a vibe?
That's a Friday Chan if I've ever seen one.
Shirley and I going flamingo style today. My other Hawaiian shirt has pineapples on it, which I understand people are calling me a swinger if I wear that.
Yeah. Only if the pineapples are upside down.
Well, some of them are.
Okay, then don't wear that shirt.
They have to all be upside down. So
Oh,
just
okay.
if just a few are upside down, that you're good. You're in the clear.
I'm in the clear. I'm not looking for a married woman.
Swinging dingers.
Speak for yourself.
I got, you know. I got a compliment on this shirt at Sheets today.
Did you really?
Yeah. So I said,
hey, you going to the beach? Beach? Are you going to get away?
I know I'm going to the radio station.
I'm going to go host a radio show.
Also had a public encounter last night at the Walmart. I always forget what it's called.
Neighborhood market.
Neighborhood market. So there was a little more than a drizzle I wouldn't call it a rain. I would call it a
drizzle.
Maybe a sprinkle.
Yeah. A mist?
It was more than a mist because I would think mist and drizzle are similar. Sprinkle is a little more than a drizzle.
I think all three mean the same thing.
So I go to my vehicle. There is a vehicle pulling in. I'm in the third spot. So there's a spot beside me, another spot, and then like a curb.
Okay.
I see that guy wanting to pull into the spot closest to the curb. Let me ask you a question. Who are the worst people on earth?
How much time you got?
Ones that lead their grocery cart.
And a parking space.
People
Correct.
who take up more than one spot. I mean, that's.
So there's a cart basically almost on the line of the first and second spot. I put my groceries in the car. I was only 3 bags deep last night. So
nice.
Took those. Didn't have a cart or anything to the car. Dude's about to pull in. I see he wants to pull in. He hasn't seen the cart yet. So you know what I do? Good guy Clip. I take the cart and push it back to where it's supposed to go.
Well done, Clip.
Thank you. And the guy gets out of the car, and I think he's going to say, hey, thanks for doing that. But he says, hey, Clip, I enjoy listening to your show. I said, oh, hey, thanks, man. I appreciate that. But then I kind of got worried. What if he thought that I put the cart there to start with? Eventually, I would have done the right thing.
And like you were moving it because he saw you.
Right.
Yeah.
And now he might think I'm the type of guy that puts my cart out there. So I was trying to do something good. Now I'm worried that this guy is looking at me bad. I hope he knows that I was moving somebody else's cart to the spot.
You should have said, thanks, man. Thanks for listening. Did you just see the good
I
thing
know.
I did?
See, that's what I was going to do. Right. I was going to say, I don't understand why people will leave their carts here. I was literally about to say it. And he said, hey, Clip, and enjoy listening to you. So he kind of cut me off. And then I just said, thanks. And it was too late. I could have been like, hey, I hate when people do that, right?
Don't you hate this stuff?
It wasn't me. It was the guy before me. Sounds like a Seinfeld. Yeah. It was the guy before me.
What if the guy got out of his car and said, Clip, I loved listening to your show, but it seems like you're a piece of crap.
So, like, it was, I think he knows it wasn't me, but it did bother me on the way home. Like, should I turn around and go see that guy and be like, hey, bro.
Track him down in the Walmart.
He's like looking at something on the shelf, and you just kind of go up to him and go, hey,
excuse me.
I just wanted to let you know, that was not me that put that cart there. He's like, dude, that was an hour and a half ago.
Man.
You follow him home.
I hope he's listening, but Jared, he did kind of take up 2 spaces.
I mean, look.
You did. Sorry, man. You kind of did.
It was a Pig Parker.
Pig Parker?
Pig Parker.
I like that.
That's a Larry David curb thing.
Jerry says hello. Hey, Jerry.
What's up, Jerry Bear?
Hello.
Help the bear!
Jamie says, hey now.
Hey now.
Feeling nicey about Hallie.
What the helly?
Let's hear it. Last night, the most overrated player in the NBA, Tyrese Halliburton, continues to make every clutch shot imaginable, and the Pacers win Game 1.
SGA has it. There's about a 9-second difference, shot clock and game clock. Gildas Alexander spins, pulls up, jumper. Off the mark, won't go. Rebound, Neesmith. The Pacers with a chance to win it. Final seconds, no fouls to give. Halliburton looking. Halliburton driving, pulls up, jump shot. It's good! It's good! With 3/10 of a second remaining. Timeout, OKC. Tyrese Halliburton does it again.
Mike Breen.
Their first lead of the game. This crowd absolutely stunned as the Pacers take a 1-point
Thanks, Mike.
lead.
Appreciate it, Mike.
Bang! Bang!
Mike Breen still on top of his game.
Yes, absolutely. I will say,
John Gilbert, real quick, how much of that game did I watch last night?
None.
I will say, Tyrese Halliburton, the best player with the ugliest shot.
Yeah, he's got a very awkward.
A disgusting shot.
His whole game is kind of awkward, right?
Yeah.
Kinda,
a disgusting shot, Jeffrey.
Kind of clunky, but gets it done. Shocker in OKC last night.
Yeah, 9.5-point favorites, double-digit lead, damn near the whole game. Couldn't get it done.
Damn near.
Damn near.
Let's see. Jamie says, Clip, where's the sunglasses? Would go good with that shirt. How about at like 2:33 p.m.? Old B-Man comes to claim his glasses.
Yeah, scared me.
It had been about 48 hours after he left them. I could have legally taken them, but I don't want to do that to my guy. So I gave them back. But you're right. Would go good with the shirt. Jerry says Tom Selleck, Magnum PI, would be jealous. See, that's why I wear this hat, because you remember Shirley, and I didn't watch Magnum PI, but I know the pictures of Selleck in the shirt, but he wears the old Tigers hat.
Yep.
So I went with the Braves hat today. Chan should get a Hawaiian shirt sponsor. That'd be awesome, says Jerry. Go do that, Chan.
Well, Tommy Bahama.
Steve says Hawaii 5 yo. Hawaii 5 yo.
Hey, yo.
Hey, yo. Darren said, I heard flamingos are the new symbol of swinging. Well, Darren, you better watch out for your wife.
Mm-hmm. Hide your wife.
Because I got a lot of flamingos on this shirt.
Ready to get down.
And my little skinny legs might be running through your living room.
Shuffling out the window.
Flying away. Reggie Miller had an ugly shot. That is true, says Jamie. That was another weird-looking shot, yeah. Bill Cartwright. Had weird free throw shot.
Sean Marion.
Oh, the Matrix. Ugly shot. You know, Larry Bird's shot was not normal. It was like a way back behind the head heave. Who's got the prettiest shot? I mean, Ray Allen.
In that corner.
Ray Allen had a just picture perfect.
Oh, it was textbook.
Butter. Smooth.
Butter.
Like hot butter. Not that cold butter.
Draws.
All draws.
All draws.
We got to get that on the...
all draws, no thongs.
As the soundbite. Right there in that corner.
In that corner. And it's going to be your Christmas present. I'm going to wrap it up and bust it over your head.
Talking about Gary Payton telling Larry Bird stories. Said it was all draws. All right.
I saw one today where Larry Bird, I think it was Charles Barkley, said, Larry Bird went up to them and said, man, you are disrespecting me, man. Y'all are so disrespecting me. And Chuck said, what do you mean? Like, what's wrong? He said, y'all put a white guy on me, man.
There's a lot of stories about that from the Bird days. We've got ECU baseball news. Kendall Rogers. Oh, Jared's happy about this news. Henry Lartigue.
Do you want to continue to clap? I mean, you want to give like a standing ovation?
I thought we were going to start with
Henry Lartigue.
Thought we were going to start with the good news.
Gracious, man.
That was a premature clap by Jared. That was funny.
Way premature.
Henry Lartigue is fired.
Come on.
Henry Lartigue out. So ECU has a hitting coach vacancy. Also, I think the news Jarrett was going to clap about was Sean Jenkins will be returning.
He's back. I'm ready to see some more.
The young guy.
Yeah.
We also have another bit of good news concerning ECU baseball.
Please share.
East Carolina.
Ethan Norby has been selected has been invited to the USA Collegiate National Team training camp.
Nice. We've had some Captain America Pirates in the past.
Jake Agnos was on there. Cliff Godwin's been a coach.
Pack Daddy?
Bryant Packer was on that team.
Was Treyu Savage on that team too?
I think he was.
Yeah.
Yeah, that I got that email from Chip, and it got me really excited because it said Norby RE, and I was like, returns, here we go. And it's, yeah.
What was the
receives.
Receives.
Yeah.
The
But I need more posts saying, hey, we're back. This guy.
Pike liked the stream, met a local in North Myrtle Beach today who had not heard about the Florida coach. She is a USC fan. What do you just go around asking everybody, Pike? Have you heard about Kevin O'Sullivan?
A rock?
He walks into a restaurant and says, if you haven't heard about Kevin O'Sullivan, raise your hand.
I have an announcement to make.
He goes and says, ding, ding, ding.
Jenny says, let's go UTSA and Coastal. I'm glad Danny Beal's not here.
UTSA.
He would have pushed back on that
The new conference powerhouse?
The powerhouse of the conference now.
I told Danny I would root for UCLA over UTSA, but I might be lying.
Are you pulling his leg?
I might be.
Are you fibbing?
Because I don't have a problem with the Roadrunners. I know some Pirates do.
Yeah.
I'm going to say I'm cheering for him.
I was not there, Bone, so I didn't see what all transpired, but I heard they got some jerks or whatever. But yeah. How do you feel about rooting for Coastal?
I
don't mind it.
You don't mind it?
No, I like Kevin Schnall, Colby Thorndike.
Yeah,
cool player.
I'm rooting for the Birds.
Yeah, and Auburn.
The Chickens.
Auburn can kick rocks.
Kick rocks, Auburn. War Eagle. How about War Chanticleer? One more note, one more highlight from last night. How about this happening late into the night? And how about me being a CFL gambling expert? Shirley, can you hit the clip?
Sure. One moment, please.
Let's attack for another possession.
Brown looking to the right and feathered in nicely to Justin Hardy for the touchdown. Here come the Red Blacks. Quickly to get it within a score.
Well, I showed you great accuracy and
Here come the Red Blacks.
Justin Hardy, better late than never. It was pretty late into the game, but got a nice touchdown catch there. So I had two different bets. I had Hardy over his yards, which was like 65.5. He cleared that easily. And then I had 50-plus yards touchdown parlay, and he got that touchdown late. But, man.
How did that pay out? The touchdown was plus 1,000.
That was two.
No, that was some bonehead said that yesterday. Literally bonehead. That was first touchdown or two touchdowns was 1,000. His touchdown prop was like 130 or
160.
something.
Okay. I was going to say like plus 1,000. This is a guy that led the league in catches last
year. Well, why
year.
is 2+ touchdowns the first touchdown prop available on DraftKings when you click on it?
Right. Yeah, you should sue him.
I'm thinking about it. I've been consulting with some people.
Hardy, 8 catches, 133 yards, and a touchdown.
He's still getting it done, man.
He looks like he did 12 years ago.
Yeah. He looks like he did when he was catching 12 catches for 132 yards against Southern Miss.
He doesn't miss.
Preach.
And, man, it was so cool to see him out there balling. First 2 plays of the year, passes to Justin Hardy. Just like automatic.
I want him to keep going, and I literally want to have 2 of the greatest CFL players of all time be former Birds.
Well, I wish he'd have started his CFL career earlier, almost now, to just rack up the numbers.
Yeah, but like him, Stanley Bryant, 2 of the greatest.
Well, people will say, and I didn't see him play, but Gizmo Williams is a legend, former Pirate.
Okay.
Return man.
Don't forget Tyler Snead.
Hey, don't forget
Alouettes.
Marcus Crandall.
Grey Cup champion.
Yes, sir.
Speaking of the Alouettes, they play tonight against the Argonauts at 7:30.
We about to take some Snead's props. Let's take a break. We'll come back. Brian North joins us and more. Hour 1 Pirate Radio Live on a Hawaiian shirt Friday, not mandatory. Back with you after this.
We're inside the Pirate Radio studios with our friends from QC Kinetics. Don, why should people use QC Kinetics?
So QC Kinetics, we're the nation's leader in regenerative medicine. So we've helped about 50,000 patients get back to an active and pain-free life without surgery, without drugs, and without downtime. We leverage your body's own natural growth and healing properties to not only repair damaged tissue, but generate new.
QC Kinetics. 252-645-6458. 252-645-6458.
Do you want to get rid of wrinkles, tighten and lift your skin, smooth your skin texture, erase veins and brown spots, get rid of unwanted hair and under-eye fat pads? Are you interested in Botox or filler? Contact the licensed professionals at Beauty Bar MediSpa for a free consultation and ask about our newest technologies and treatments. Learn more at beautybarmedispa.com, Red Banks Road, Greenville. Enjoy your visit, love your transformation, and go Pirates.
Here with Brian Cook, the comptroller for Greenville Motor Company and Greenville Auto World. Brian, talk about your service that you have at Greenville Motor Company and Greenville Auto World.
Yeah, we've got a great group of technicians that work on all makes and models of vehicles. We're here to check out your car, give you some advice, fix the things that are needed, and maybe get you on the right path to taking care of it down the road.
One website, 2 outstanding dealerships, finding the car you're looking for. Greenville Motor Company, Greenville Auto World. Try us, trust us at driveherenow.com.
It seems
seems like places are giving you less and less food these days.
Man, yes, Mama, it's called shrinkflation. Oh, shrinkflation is just another word for robbery. But this is shackflation. What? Dang, that's huge. Extra pepperoni, extra cheese on that thing.
Hey, Pirate fans, Papa John's is the MVP move for game day or any day. Place your order online at papajohns.com and get a Shackaroni pizza for only $12.99. Papa John's, better ingredients, better pizza. Go Pirates!
At Children's Health Services, we understand the importance of your child's well-being. This is Dr. Chris Osmick, and our mission is to provide comprehensive, patient-centered health care through every stage of child development, starting the day they are born in the hospital. We are not just here to treat illnesses. We are here to partner with you on your child's health journey. Schedule your appointment today to build a brighter, healthier world for your children. Children's Health Services, Arlington Boulevard, Greenville, or soon to be our second location on 10th Street. Go Pirates!
Celebrate comfort, style, and savings during Bostic Sugg Furniture's Red, White, and Recline event. Declare your independence from high prices and shop Greenville's biggest and best selection of in-stock furniture and custom orders. Get comfortable and save on beautiful, stylish sofas, sectionals, and recliners. Then buy any regular price Motion Furniture item and get the second with an extra 40% off. Buy any Beauty Rest or Helix mattress, get a free Motion Base upgrade. Now at Bostic Sugg Furniture.
This summer, the Greenville Yard Gnomes are back at historic Guy Smith Stadium.
Hey there, it's me, Gnomeo, the Yard Gnomes mascot. You've heard of gnomes bringing good luck, right? Well, I'm here to bring you great baseball and tons of fun, too. We're excited to have a great team, including a few ECU baseball players this year.
Season tickets are on sale now, so visit yardgnomesbaseball.com to get yours today.
We'll have great food, cold drinks, and fun games for everyone. Come out and hang with your gnomies this summer and have some fun at the ballpark with us, the Greenville Yard Gnomes.
Do you ever talk to yourself about where to eat today, and then you hear
Warren's hot dog?
Then you're thinking, yeah, 2 hot dogs, chips, and a drink for $7.50 would be awesome.
Warren's hot dogs.
And maybe some homemade lemonade, perhaps a pizza or a sub, and definitely an apple or peach turnover.
Warren's hot dogs.
Don't overthink where to eat today. Go to Warren's Hot Dogs in Greenville across from Ron Ayers or in Chocowinity next to the fire station. Warren's Hot Dogs, serving the Pirate Nation since 1991. Go Pirates!
This is retired ECU baseball player Charlie Yorgan, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 1 of Pirate Radio Live. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. The Buccaneer Music Hall is your beacon of music in the land of pirates, and you can kick off the week on Mondays with sports trivia with our very own Clip Rock. Tuesdays and Wednesdays is acoustic nights. On Thursday, it's Singo and karaoke, and then on the weekends is the best live music every Saturday and Sunday. For more details and to stay up to date with all the fun, check them out on Facebook or Instagram, and we'll see you at the Buck. Brown & Wood is your home of the best selection of GMC, Cadillac, Buick, and Mazda in Eastern North Carolina since 1937. Shop their entire inventory online at brownandwoodauto.com or visit them on Greenville Boulevard. Brown & Wood, Greenville's #1 dealership and the home of the lifetime powertrain warranty. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Clip.
Breaking ECU baseball news. Let's go around the horn. Will this be good or bad news?
Good.
Good? What do you say, Chandler?
Good.
Shirley?
I need it to be good for Friday.
I'll change mine to great.
All right.
I'm going to say it's spectacular.
1 minute ago, ECU Baseball tweeted out, year 3, some kind of emoji, smirking face emoji, pirate flag emoji.
Oh, Skip. Skip. If he coming back, Skip.
Colby Wallace.
Seawolf coming back.
Back on the hot corner.
That's great.
So ECU Baseball making a few announcements today so far. Sean Jenkins and Colby Wallace returning.
Those posts 10 years ago, you'd look at and be like, well, what are they talking about?
Who cares? Well, duh.
Of course he's back. Did he graduate?
Well, we started that with basketball. And actually, we started with football. With Deonic Smith and
Caden Hauser, Anthony Smith,
some other guys saying returning, coming back.
I'm a Pirate.
Run it back.
Yes, I'm a
We
Pirate. I think.
saw it with basketball, with some key guys returning, and now we're seeing it with Sean Jenkins now, and now Seawall, Kobe Wallace.
Yeah, that was one I was kind of worried about because he's been lights out at third all year. Didn't really have the best batting outing lately, but yeah, he was one of our best hitters. So good news.
Yes.
And good kid.
He's a good kid.
He's a good kid.
Yeah.
Let's name redacted feels good about Irby returning.
Man, that would be great.
And anybody got sources on Ethan Norby? Anybody heard anything one way or the other?
Yes, that would be me. I have heard that Ethan Norby asked for.
You're going to get into the dollars. Okay.
I wasn't going to say how much.
Oh, okay.
I was going to say he asked for a certain amount.
Yeah.
He's getting that certain amount, and he's returning.
This is what you're hearing.
This is what I'm hearing. This is not beneficial.
Heard it through the grapevine.
I'm hearing it through the grapevine. Now, did I pick a few of those grapes? Yes, I did.
Did you taste any of the grapes?
Yes, I did, and I turned it into wine.
The forbidden fruit?
Yes.
What is the forbidden fruit?
It's an apple, right? From the Bible?
Speaking of which, I saw where the Jets are going to start Bible study with their team.
They've already started. I've seen the worksheets.
It's something that I kind of want to bring to Pirate Radio.
Bible study?
Yeah, just like, because it's open to interpretation. This is not like a religious thing. It's more so we're reading a book, the good book, and just kind of breaking down some verses. So just real quick, today's Bible study, we're going to read from Ezekiel 23:20. There she lusted after her lovers, whose genitals were like those of donkeys, and whose emission was like that of horses. Jared, what do you think about that passage?
Of all the Bible passages, that's the first one that you came up with?
Yeah. I didn't come up with it. I just picked a random verse.
Okay.
What do you think about it, Jared?
Watch out for lust. Don't let these things overtake your life. Focus on the Lord and focus on your work. And don't let these little hussies get in the way.
Didn't Toby
As a fat little girlfriend?
Didn't Toby Keith write a song about this? Wasn't it genitals of those donkeys, emissions of horses?
I mean,
this is a horses.
All right, that has been today's Bible study. You are free to leave. What was I getting at? So Ethan Norby told me that he is planning to hop on with us at Pirate Radio next week.
All right.
So hoping to have him on the show next week.
Have you planned anything with Dixon Williams by chance?
No.
Okay.
Why?
I was just wondering.
Okay.
What you know, Shirley?
I literally don't know anything. This is more selfish for me because I want Dixon in the studio so I can get a picture taken with him because I haven't had a picture with him probably since he was a kid.
You want a updated pic?
Yes, I would like an
With
updated
Dick?
pic.
I tell you what, Dixon was sliding into the books, man. He's a smart kid. He's already graduated, done with school. In 3 years.
Gonna get drafted.
Good for old Dixon. We'll get an exit interview with him. It looks like his next step could be being drafted. When is the MLB draft? Anybody want to Google that up for me?
Me. I want to practice my skills.
Also,
I want to work on my craft.
Former ECU basketball player Garrett Blackwater and his wife, Corey, announced that the family will match all contributions to the Pirate Club's Purple and Gold Society and Athletics Excellence Fund to help ECU baseball and Cliff Godwin retain and acquire talent for the 2026 season. For more information, ECUPirateClub.com. But thank you once again to the Blackwelder family doing a ton for ECU athletics.
I threw in 10 for basketball yesterday. Threw in 10 for baseball.
Hey, nice work. You know what? I'll match you.
So, hey, Colby Wallace, John Jenkins, Stan, you're welcome.
You're welcome.
Former Hooper, Garrett Blackwater,
Mr. Hooper.
Yep, that's what I said. You heard me right.
MLB draft, for those wondering, is Sunday, July 13th through Tuesday, a Ruby Tuesday, July 15th.
Thank you, Chan Man. Mike P said, great shirt clip. Fun fact, a group of flamingos is called a flamboyance.
Yeah.
Shirley and I, just a flamboyance
We are
walking
just
around here.
Flamboyantly hanging out today.
What do you think about flamingos? Very, boy, God created some interesting looking
Let me
things.
take a look at them.
Like the legs,
They're
little long, skinny legs.
very long, skinny legs, but they're thick up top.
They're a little
They're
top heavy.
I mean, they are caked up.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Every Friday we have to get into this, huh? All right, so let's do a around the horn ECU baseball real quick. At the backstop, Walker Barron back?
Gotta be.
Michael Kalinich?
Probably.
All right, over at first, we're hoping Austin Irby returns, obviously.
Yes.
He is going to be a staple
Yes.
in that lineup, middle of the order, if and when he returns. Second base.
So here's what I'm thinking. Dixon gets drafted, move Braden Burris over to short because
Yep.
he played that in high school. And then, I mean, if you don't bring anybody else in, I kind of like Nick Parham at second. I mean, we hadn't really seen it a lot, but
I don't hate it.
Burris at short and do like you do with Boucher, and hopefully you hit on a good transfer shortstop somewhere.
Just based on the roster right now, I would say maybe Nick Parham.
All right. And over at third, Colby Wallace is
Colby
coming
Wallace.
back. In the outfield, what are we looking like?
Right field, Jack Herring. Center field, Alex Peltier. Left field, the returning Braxton Trammell, who was hurt for the later part of the season.
Okay. And DH?
DH, I guess Michael Kalinich, based on the roster right now.
So right now, at least we have enough to fill out a lineup.
Yeah.
From returning players.
We got plenty.
And of course, we're going to add to the stable.
Mhm.
We're going to have some good freshmen. We're going to have some incoming talent from the portal. Pitching wise,
Norby.
Hopefully, the Bilbo Baggins is back. Sean Jenkins.
Yep. Zayak as of right now.
Zayak.
Let's see who else. I think Ethan Young gets drafted. So I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, sounds like it's pointing towards that direction.
Who else? Nick Moran coming back. I'm pretty sure.
How about the guys that were hurt this year?
Ryan Towers and Tolik.
Yeah.
I don't even think they were like at the regional. So I don't know.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if there's like a travel roster and a playing roster, so. But all right. I mean, look, a lot of people are freaking out, partly because they don't understand what college athletics is these days with all the guys leaving. But you got something there. The key is, what can you bring in? What kind of oomph can you add to this team that had a great run down the stretch?
What do you think we need?
Huh?
What do you think we need? Going
Relief pitching.
Pitching.
Some depth in the infield.
Middle infielder.
Shortstop.
Well, Braden Burris can play short.
Middle infielder. Barron catching.
Yeah.
We're cool with.
Good
Irby
with
we're
that.
cool with. Wallace, Burris. Maybe a big time, power bat in the outfield.
I think just relief pitching. Maybe go find a guy like you did Ethan Young this year.
I wouldn't mind starting pitching.
He was, starting pitching as well.
Yeah.
We'll have plenty.
A hitting coach.
Yeah.
That's huge.
Do they hire from within, or do they look from the outside?
Hire Bryant Packard, one of the best hitters in ECU baseball history.
He was one of the best hitters in history.
For East Carolina.
And herstory. All right. Anything else on Pirate baseball? You guys watching baseball this weekend?
I will be watching Greenville Yard Gnomes on Saturday. And that is it.
Jared,
Can we hear your PA voice?
I don't even know what it would be.
Hold on. Let me think of a walk-up song. All right. So Michael Kalinich has been called up to the team. Do you remember his walk-up song?
It was like just some music. It wasn't really like words.
Some music. What kind? Give me what genre?
Hispanic.
Okay. Oh. Maria, Maria.
Now batting. Catcher number
Remind
13,
me of a West
Michael
Side Story.
Kalinich.
Growing up in Spanish Harlem. Living a life just like a movie star. Oh, did I mention that I will be singing all the walk-up songs?
Nice.
Right beside you on Saturday?
That works.
Maria. Let's go.
Jared did a good job there, I thought.
Yeah, that was great. Maybe
that didn't sound sincere at all.
It was no, but maybe hold the Kalinich. Michael Kalinich.
Who are you to give him advice?
I don't mean to boast and toot my own horn, but I did some ECU softball back in the day.
You know how I got fired from ECUPA? Chandler kind of did the reverse role. He was like, I can't do that game. I'm not going to do that. He basically was too big for him.
Yeah.
They were too big for him.
They were like, can you please? I was like, just.
I know, because sometimes I would call him up and say, Chan, I can't do PA this weekend for softball. Can you do it? Nah, I got stuff I got to do.
I did fill in for you a couple of times, but.
You did.
You did ask me a handful of times, and a handful of times I said no. But I would say Joey Fatante.
And you never got a chance to say East Carolina the proper way. That's the real.
Welcome to Max Joyner Stadium, home of your East Carolina Pirate.
That's the one regret I have, never getting to hear you say that. All right, we'll take another break. We'll come back and talk more with you. I enjoy talking ECU baseball. Talk about Pirate football. You gonna go around the horn with Pirate football? What we're excited about?
Sure.
Questions? We'll do that. Hour 2, we'll talk some NFL. Hour 3, Morgan Ahlers, Greg Hudson. More to go. Pirate Radio Live after this.
If you're hungry for a great steak with honest-to-goodness flavor, head over to Larry's Steakhouse, open Monday through Saturday at 11 a.m., serving up hand-cut, aged ribeyes, tender grilled salmon, bold grilled shrimp, and juicy grilled pork chops, all right off the flame. Pile your plate high with a 25-item salad bar. Try one of our hearty daily lunch specials. Larry's Steakhouse, good food, good folks, and a good time. Located at 2800 East 10th Street across from the old Highway Patrol Station. Call 751-6510 for takeout and reservations. Larry's Steakhouse.
This is Dr. McDowell here with Orthopedics East, and I'm excited to share that we've partnered with Fleet Feet to bring you a community race series that includes 3 awesome races throughout the year. Each one a local nonprofit making a real difference right here in our own town. Starting with the Big Run, benefiting Ainsley's Angels, the Glow Run, benefiting Building Hope, and Santa Dash, benefiting Riley's Army. To sign up, go to runtheeast.com. Join Orthopedics East in running for a cause and making every mile matter.
For pest control that packs a punch, BAM! Call on the experts at BAM Pest Control. Attention Greenville, BAM Pest Control is here to protect what matters most, whether it's your business, your home, or your peace of mind. They don't just eliminate pests, they knock them out. BAM Pest Control is #1 in insect control, rodent control, and yard services like fire ants and mosquitoes. BAM! You're insect-free, safe, and comfortable. Call the experts at BAM Pest Control on Hooker Road in Greenville, 252-751-3160. BAM!
Eastern North Carolina's Bourbon Authority is Greenville's premier American-styled restaurant. The Rick House specializes in handcraft dishes, and our bar features the very best in bourbons like Parker's Heritage, Knob Creek, and Jefferson's.
Big changes are coming to the Rick House. A new menu is on the way with great food, and it's the perfect atmosphere for a night out.
Let the Rick House host your next big event in our 2,000 square foot banquet hall. It's perfect for wedding rehearsals, graduations, and holiday parties. The Rick House, American Provisions and Spirits, 710 Red Banks Road in Greenville.
There's a common misbelief today that to make it further, you need to push yourself, that you need to give up any joy to continue your rigid routine. Or you could try another way. Take some time to enjoy life, like having a Michelob Ultra with friends, because happiness is essential to living an exceptional life. Michelob Ultra, a refreshing and balanced flavor with only 2.6 carbs and 95 calories. It's only worth it if you enjoy it. Enjoy responsibly. Michelob Ultra, proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989.
UBE and PirateWear.com are proud to offer the Pirate Nation its largest inventory of ECU merchandise and tailgate supplies ever. UBE has the best prices in town, so that makes UBE your one-stop shop for all things ECU. UBE does daily restocks of Champion, Adidas, and Under Armour. Don't forget to bring your young Pirates to plunder the Crow's Nest, which is the only kids store dedicated to ECU. Plenty of free parking in downtown Greenville. Visit them online at PirateWear.com. Go Pirates!
Hey, it's Lindsay Gray with Carolina Caliber. June is here and it's time to celebrate Dad. From home defense to concealed carry and tons of other personal protection and shooting sports gear, your dad deserves to choose from the finest selection in Eastern NC. Plus, we've got a special promotion you'll find only at Carolina Caliber. Buy any FN 509 pistol, get 3 24-round magazine kits and an FN hat for free. This is over a $250 value. Grab a gift card and send Dad on over to Carolina Caliber on Fire Tower Road in Winterville. It's a time-honored tradition.
The icy treat that can't be beat is Sparky Snowballs. From big kids to little kids, Sparky Snowballs has been making smiles happen for over 20 years. If you're not in the mood to chill out with a snowball, Sparky's funnel cakes and fried Oreos are a perfect Sparky-licious treat every time. Are you having an event, party, or fundraiser? Call Sparky's to come on site. Remember to follow Sparky's on Facebook or visit SparkySnowballs.com to see where they'll be next.
Petey Pablo in the house with the Pirate Nation, and we about to raise up one time. Turn me up.
You're listening to Hour 1 of Pirate Radio Live. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Drive a little and save a lot at Washington Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. They have a great selection of new and pre-owned vehicles, plus they offer service to all makes and models in a state-of-the-art facility. Drive a little and save a lot with a short trip to Washington Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram on Highway 264 in Washington and WashingtonChryslerDodgeJeepRam.com. And the technicians at New Blue stand ready to face any challenge that time or the elements may throw at your home. Your home deserves the best, and New Blue is ready to help with any electrical, plumbing, and HVAC needs. New Blue also now specializes in crawl space moisture control and encapsulations, along with septic system repairs and installations. Contact them today at callnublue.com. New Blue Service Group, redefining service excellence. Now let's head back in to PRL. Here's Clip.
Welcome back, gang. Could you pull up the East Carolina football schedule? I've got it pulled up.
Did somebody say East Carolina?
Let's rank the games from easiest to most difficult.
All of them?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, we could just do like 5 or...
No, let's do them all.
Okay. Number 1, with a bullet, I'm going to go September 6th. The Campbell Fighting Camels.
The Fighting Chris Haymeyers.
Brought to you by Brandon Manning, Farm Bureau Insurance. Why is that game? No. Campbell will be the easiest game on the schedule. All right. Second easiest game on the slate.
I have one. I have a suggestion.
All right. I've got a suggestion. What did this team do last year? Hold on. What's your suggestion, Chandler?
Temple.
See, the only reason I was weary of that is because it is on the road.
Yeah, that's why I was thinking Tulsa.
Tulsa is who I was looking up. Well, do you remember what they did last year, Jared? I'm looking it up right now. Tulsa 2024
Jeez.
went 3-9er.
Yikes.
They lost their last 4 and let up 59, 38, 63, 63.
And that 38 was too.
East Carolina.
Yes, it was on Thursday night.
So let's go Tulsa here.
Let's go Tulsa because it's at home, and then I'm willing to put Temple 3.
Okay. Temple off of a long week, too.
Long week.
Long weekend.
So at Temple will be 3. Tulsa will be, 2.
Charlotte.
Oh, boy.
That's what I was going
You're going to
with
put
next.
a team that you can't beat at the 4th easiest game?
No more Biff.
Mr. Nice Guy?
Yeah, they don't have the greatest coach ever.
No more Biff.
That makes me
Can
nervous.
we say that's on the road, too.
It makes me nervous, but yeah, I'll put Charlotte there.
I don't want to put Coastal there. Coastal's going to be a tough one, I think.
So I said if Mike Houston loses to Biff 2 years in a row, he should be fired.
Mm-hmm.
And John Gilbert, he
said, you know what? That guy that I fired from ECPA is right.
He's right. He's on. He knows. Look, if anybody knows something about being fired, it's this guy. Should we put anything on Blake Harrell, like if he can't beat Charlotte year 1?
I think we got to give him 2 years.
Okay.
Well, I mean, Tim Albin, really good coach coming into Charlotte, just won the MAC. I think this is a different Charlotte program, so you got to give him a little bit of grace.
And he came from where?
Ohio, the Bobcats.
All right, Charlotte coming in at number 4. Now we go to 5, and it's going to get a little tricky here.
I'm thinking Florida Atlantic.
Yeah.
Now that game is on the road.
Last week of the season.
And we beat that F and A, as Parker Burr would say.
They got a new coach.
It's not Willie Taggart, is it?
Yeah, because they fired Herman.
Pee-wee?
Yeah. They called him at a movie theater, and he had to go.
Zach Kitley is their new coach, Zach Kitley. Oh, yeah, this guy, he was at Houston Baptist, Western Kentucky, Texas Tech. So he's going to try to bring in some big-time
They
offense.
were 3-9 last year, Florida Atlantic.
I'll put them 5. I'm about ready to put Army on this list.
Yeah, me too.
New quarterback at home.
Yeah.
I don't love it, but I'm willing to put Army.
The triple option's always, dare I say, diff.
Now, what's next, UTSA or Coastal?
Coastal.
All right.
You want some of Jeff Traylor, Chandler?
We handled them last year.
Oh, did we?
Kinda.
Yeah, at home.
It was like 20
Homecoming.
like 20 to 13.
I don't know if it was homecoming, but yeah, I remember it was the first. It was actually the first conference play.
Yeah,
the first conference game.
Oh yeah.
We handled them last year, but last time Pirates went to San Antonio, I was there.
Yeah.
It was not pretty.
It's best offensive performance that season.
Is that because? Well, that's true, but is it because the first play was more than 30 yards down the field?
Yeah.
You know,
So
I'm gonna go at Coastal 7 at UTSA 8.
Mhm.
Y'all fair? Y'all okay with that?
Yeah.
And then what do you go? Tulane
I'm
or
going
Memphis?
I'm going Memphis.
Yeah, Memphis next.
Where's that?
Memphis is at home November 15th.
Go ahead and plan for overtime.
Yeah.
That guy would have hated the Memphis East Carolina game a few years ago. What, 4 overtimes?
And then
we're in our 4th overtime.
You go at Tulane or at NC State?
I would go Tulane for the next one, and then State, and then BYU.
At Tulane, at NC State, at
BYU.
And BYU at home.
Yep.
For those not following, BYU is on the too early top 25 polls in the top 10.
Yeah.
So they are projected to be.
Let's look at BYU's schedule. I think we've already done this before.
They play Portland State and Stanford.
Yeah, they're going to be 2-0. You guys
coming into Greenville?
You guys ever had a butterscotch Snickers?
No.
Me neither before today. It's pretty good. You like butterscotch?
Yeah.
Yeah, I love butterscotch.
And I like Snickers. So.
You need a Snickers.
Yeah, you're not you when you're hungry.
Oh man! After East Carolina, when they leave Greenville, they got to prepare for prime time. They're going to Colorado the next week.
Yeah. Well. That'll be fun.
Now I think our list is pretty good. So we got this is from easiest to toughest. We have Campbell, Tulsa, at Temple, Charlotte, at FAU, Army, at Coastal, at UTSA, Memphis, at Tulane, at Wolfpack, and then BYU to wrap up easiest to toughest.
Shout out to you for being able to read my handwriting. All right, now let's go toughest to easiest. I'm going to go BYU at NC State. Here's what we got to do. We got to win all of those 4 easy ones. Campbell, Tulsa, at Temple, Charlotte have to be no doubt W's.
I think we could get it.
And what we need to do is win, depending on what kind of season you want. If you want a bowl season, you need to win one of Memphis, at Tulane, at State, BYU. If you want a special season, you want to win, 3 of those games?
Yeah. I think 9 is the most we're going to get.
9 is the ceiling.
That's the ceiling.
And then 6 is the floor.
And the ceiling is the roof.
Yes.
I mean, I could see 5 being a floor, but
I think 6.
I'm going 5 floor, 8 ceiling.
Y'all might think I'm crazy. I'm thinking 0 floor, 12 ceiling.
Wow.
Think about that for a minute. Now go on and marinate that for a minute.
I think, do we need to marinate it for like 6 hours?
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
I think you
the
have a-
ceiling could be 16, 17. Just run it.
Conference championship.
And then two or three playoff wins? 3.
Yeah.
Because we get the bye. Maybe.
I think you have a point clip.
ECU ain't getting a bye.
Yeah, that's right.
Will we get a home game?
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
I mean, dude, if we're undefeated going into the playoffs.
Nah, they still wouldn't give us one.
We're just talking about the ceiling, man.
Playoffs?
Did you say something about Jim Moore the other day?
I did say playoffs. I did say. I can't remember why. I don't know the context of the conversation.
He was working out or something?
Oh, he's like 92, and he was doing leg presses.
Yeah. Hey, man.
Looking good, Jim.
Yeah, guy can go.
Jim was in the gym. I had to pull that one out.
Oh, man.
All right. Think about the schedule, Sean.
What I think about it, I think
I like it. It's challenging.
It's challenging.
Fun.
It's challenging, but I feel like it's also not that difficult. But at the same time, we've seen easy schedules in the past. Like, was it last year? Everybody was complaining about how easy the schedule is, and we're just like, well, did you not know what we did the year before? We only won 2 games. So
yeah, the schedule becomes easy or hard depending on how good your team is.
And how,
like, if Alabama had this schedule, you'd be like, why are they scheduling these games?
Yeah.
It's
for us, at the end of the day, it's pretty challenging.
And you also have to think about the outlook of the team going into the season. And looking at the team going into the season last year after a 2-win season, it's not that good. So, but yeah, I really like the schedule. I like the first 4 weeks of the schedule outside of Campbell. Of course, I love anytime we can open up the season against State, whether that's in Raleigh or in Greenville. I love it. It's going to be interesting that it's on a Thursday, but I like that, and I think East Carolina fans are going to travel. I'm loving that we're going to Coastal. I really want this to be a regular thing. I want to start playing them almost every single year, home and home. And I want to do the same in baseball.
I'm glad Old Dominion's not on the schedule.
Absolutely. I don't want to go to Norfolk, and I don't want them to come to Greenville. And of course, BYU, like getting them in town.
Awesome game.
Awesome game. Beat up on them when Scotty Moe was here. Obviously beat them in Provo. Very good game. There was a good game in 2015 with Blake Kemp.
It was a shootout. There was like 3 block punts.
Giannis Bowden with
crazy game.
Giannis Bowden with a block punt and then crawled into the end zone and jumped on the football. So we've had there's been some really, really good games with the Cougars, and we're going to be slapping those Cougars. Hopefully Justin and Newbern's going to call in after that game after a Pirate win. I like the schedule though.
That game 45-38. Did see what B-Dub did. Bryce Williams in that game had 5 for 87. Good game.
And then looking at conference, excited about playing Memphis again.
Yeah.
Always a classic.
Always a classic with them. I remember in 2021 beating them, becoming bowl eligible for the first time in like 6-7 years. People are doing backflips.
Alex Harper.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm glad to see the Tigers back on the schedule. Glad that we get them at home this year. Obviously, that was a crazy game last time they were in Greenville. But I like the schedule. I'm excited about ECU football. By the way, people are probably thinking, man, we're talking football. They're ready for football, and they're wondering how many days away are we on the David Price construction countdown to kickoff. Guess what? 83 days away until East Carolina and NC State kick it off for the 2025 season.
It's clobbering time. Darren says no Thanksgiving game this year. He means that weekend is going to be on the road.
Yeah.
Yes. Pirates' last home game will be November 15th.
Wow.
They'll finish the season with 2 on the road, and who knows how many wins you got at that point, but it could be some big-time road football in November. Look what the Panther dragged in.
My goodness, look at this sexy man.
He's showing a nipple, folks.
Oh.
You may catch a glimpse of a nip when Tony Dunn joins us coming up.
Can I go ahead and make a Tony Collins guarantee?
Yeah.
We're beating Charlotte this year.
All right. We're beating Charlotte this year.
And that's the guarantee.
Mike Houston couldn't do it. Mostly because of Biff, the Biff factor.
Yes.
But you think Blake Harrell can get it done at home. That'll be homecoming November 8th. Tony Dunn joins us. We'll talk a little NFL when we return after this.
Michaels & Gateway Cosmetic and Family Dentistry has been Greenville's premier dental practice for over 40 years. I am Dr. Chris Gateway, and our mission at Michaels & Gateway is to provide exceptional dental care with compassion, integrity, and innovation, ensuring every patient leaves with a healthy, confident smile. Doctors Michaels & Gateway are committed to providing an outstanding patient experience with every visit. Not only do we offer all your dental needs under one roof, in most cases, we can take care of those needs on the same day. Bring your smile to us at Michaels & Gateway Cosmetic and Family Dentistry.
Spring is a great time to plant flowers, trees, and bushes. When planning your landscape, please keep in mind that you should never plant anything within 3 feet of a gas, electric, or water meter. The same thing applies if you have an electric transformer in your yard, except keep plants 8 feet clear of the front in case crews need access during a storm or an outage. Always remember to call 811 at least 3 business days before you dig to avoid underground lines. This important safety message is from your neighbors at Greenville Utilities.
This is Dr. Andrew Bridgeforth from Orthopedics East and Sports Medicine Center. Our practice has been caring for the athletes at ECU and the residents of Eastern North Carolina for more than 35 years. Whether it's treatment for your sports injury or it's time for that joint replacement, Orthopedics East provides the latest in operative and non-operative orthopedic care. We also offer on-site physical therapy and MRI services, as well as walk-in urgent care on the weekends from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. For experienced professional care, call us at 757-BONE or visit us online at orthoeast.com. Go Pirates!
Jimmy John's hot sandwiches are here.
Jimmy John's hot sandwiches are here.
Hot sandwiches are Jimmy John's hot sandwiches are here.
Hot sandwiches are here. The pilot can't steer?
No, Jimmy John's hot sandwiches are here.
That's worse.
Jimmy John's new hot sandwiches are finally here.
Get ready for a crispier, crunchier, meltier, gooier Jimmy John's experience. Toasted sandwiches are here. Try the brand new toasted category or get any sandwich in the favorites category toasted to golden perfection. Jimmy John's in Greenville and Wilson and online at jimmyjohns.com. Go Pirates!
Hey Birdland, join us at Oriole Park for Father's Day on Sunday, June 15th at 1:35 to cheer on the Orioles as they take on the Los Angeles Angels. Arrive early. The first 15,000 fans will receive an Orioles straw hat presented by WBAL TV 11. Perfect for beating the summer sun, sport your Orioles fandom with his orange and black wide-brimmed hat. Treat Dad this Father's Day and come out for a fun-filled afternoon of Orioles baseball at the Yard. Get your tickets today at Orioles.com/tickets.
Are you thinking about purchasing a new home? Stop by and see us at Integrity Home Mortgage at our new location in Greenville at 1420 Arlington Boulevard. This is Talbot Green at Integrity Home Mortgage. We offer a wide variety of loan programs to help get you pre-approved. Our team of Talbot Green, Braxton Green, and Joanne Weir has over 50 years of experience and is committed to providing you with superior customer service you deserve.
To get started, call me, Joanne Weir, at 531-1148.
Joanne Weir, in MLS 75974. For informational purposes only, Integrity Home Mortgage Corporation is an equal housing lender in MLS 208516.
The convenience of Pitt Greenville Airport is waiting just outside your front door. Service is back, so you're connected to destinations worldwide through flights from American Airlines. Plan your next trip. Book your flights today at flypgv.com or aa.com.
Good news, business travelers. PGV and American Airlines has added a new early morning flight available now. Book today at aa.com and be on time for that connection in Charlotte. Fast, convenient, and close to home, PGV has American flights perfect for your next trip. PGV, where the Pirates fly.
Looking for the perfect summer hangout? Swing by Fish Street Hardware Restaurant and Tap Room for our Midday Munchies lunch menu, just $10.25 Tuesday through Friday, 11 to 3. We've got 46 cold draft beers, a killer Sunday brunch from 9 to 12:30, and our regular menu every Sunday, noon to 7. Your new Sunday Fun Day destination. Enjoy live music every Friday and Saturday, 7 to 10 p.m., and follow us on social media for more events. Check out the Repair Shop game room with pool tables, darts, and more, or kick back on our dog-friendly patio with the best staff in town. We're serving up good vibes at Fish Street Hardware Restaurant and Tap Room all summer long, where good times are always on tap.
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 and 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington. You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. Do you need custom t-shirts, apparel, or promotional items for your business, organization, or event? Keep it local. Print it local with University Sportswear. Contact them today at universitysportswearenc.com. Now, back to the show.
Back with you, Pirate Radio Live, hour number deuce. Number deuce, speaking of deuce, Justin Hardy getting it done last night. Big game in a loss. Red Blacks fought back, but we'll have a lot to talk with Justin about coming up when he joins us on the show next week. He got in the end zone in opening night of the CFL. I actually watched quite a bit of football last night. And you know what? Finding out Tyler Snead's playing tonight, I might watch some more football. We will talk football now with Tony Dunn, C3 Podcast. What's up, Tony?
Hey, man.
Long time.
Been a while. It feels like it.
We've chatted with you on the phone pretty much every week, but have not seen you in a while.
Yeah, it seems like every time I come in this place, I'm moving a piano.
Could you move one in here? I'd like to tickle the ivories.
Will never get moved again. I'll tell you that. That's why they're all free on the internet.
Sweet throwback Pirate Radio shirt, which you have made into a sleeveless.
Yeah.
Never lost a tailgate. That's an old one. It's a classic.
Yeah. I was going to dress more appropriately. I was like, wait a second. This is actually the brand.
Yeah.
You are wearing the brand.
And it's Hawaiian Shirt Friday, and I could see somebody in Hawaii wearing that cut-off shirt.
Yeah.
Showing, never lost a tailgate, which they probably don't know what that is.
But there's a pig on it, like a luau type thing.
Yeah. Never lost a barbecue either.
Jamie says the schedule becomes easier or hard depending on how good your team is. Best clip quote ever. And you have to score more points to win a game. That's my... Sure, it's it's an obvious statement, but...
That's how you actually win.
You know what? Screw you, Jamie. Nerd. Mike P. said 83 days, not even 3 months. Take out weekends and holidays, then it's probably like 55 days, which is less than 2 months. Figure a week of vacation for everyone, then factor in Big Rock. That's like around 40 days. But then there's week 0, which makes it close to 31 days. College football is a month away. And he said Steiner math. Yeah. I like the way you did that. All right, we have big NFL news. Is it big that 41-year-old Aaron Rodgers is on a team, Tony?
It should be big. It should be big news, but we've been talking about it for seemingly 3 years.
It's not really a shock. Yeah.
Gosh. I don't know. I mean, I'm an Aaron Rodgers fan.
Did you watch the documentary?
No. Obviously, I'm not that big of a fan.
You, if you're a fan of his, I would watch it because it is skewed towards him.
Okay.
But it made me look at him a little bit differently, I will say.
Talks about him getting high.
Yeah.
Shows him getting high.
The ayahuasca.
Oh, yeah, the dark room experiment, stuff like that. But, I just like players to have good ends to careers. You know, is that any player in the world, unless they're on the Falcons, right, is like I'm kind of like rooting for this story to end on a good note rather than a bad one.
I was telling
Kirk Cousins.
I
was telling Jared yesterday, need to come up with some summer topics for football. Today we're going to do, and I didn't warn you about this, so you can just chime in on our answers, but 3 teams that made the playoffs last year that will miss this year, and we'll substitute those teams, which, by the way, is a very difficult thing to do. For each conference, AFC and NFC. But also, I was thinking about who is going to fall off the cliff this year. Because, like Tony said, a lot of guys don't finish their career in a good way.
Yeah.
Like Peyton Manning won a Super Bowl, but he was pretty awful.
He was terrible.
Tom Brady ended his career still good.
Led the league in touchdown passes.
Yeah. Didn't win out. Like, he could have gone out 2 years earlier and won on the Super Bowl, been on the Antonio Brown and his wife and all of that. That would have been an epic end. But
like Eli, did he end his career benched?
Yep.
Yeah. So, like, I want to do
there's other guys like Geno Smith and Sam Darnold.
The reclamation projects, who we thought they had ended their careers, and they're still playing.
You also had like Big Ben and Drew Brees, who were like on good teams, but they had noodle arms.
Yeah.
So I mean, they couldn't throw it more than 5 yards down the field.
So let's do 1 week. Let's do fall off a cliff candidates. If you can, I mean, I've got a big one.
I mean, Mahomes.
I got
when
Stafford's mine.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't know. I don't know.
Okay.
But like
good. Hey, good.
Oh,
good,
that's
good
kind of
feedback.
like Jared Goff.
He's still young.
But he's young. I'm more thinking
he's what 5 years younger than Stafford though.
He's like 29.
Can you say?
Is he that young? Wow.
Could I
like
say
Jared Goff never ages.
Could I couldn't say like Russell Wilson because he already felt like his
Cliff. He's already fallen.
He's already fallen off.
Yeah.
Say Dak.
Yeah. I mean that's
what is there to fall off of?
We'll bring up some names. See if you can think of any like running backs and receivers as well, because those guys like go from like Todd Gurley. That was your guy. I mean, went from the best fantasy guy in the league, huge numbers, to basically nothing.
Saving his knees for his old age.
Yeah. All right. Aaron Rodgers. Let's go real quick around the league. Would you rather have this guy or 41-year-old Aaron Rodgers starting on your team? I'm going to ask Shirley this one solo. Shirley, would you rather have Tua Tagovailoa or 41-year-old Aaron Rodgers?
Whoa.
Starting week 1.
Current Tua?
Starting week 1, Tua or Aaron Rodgers?
You got 2 seconds.
Aaron freaking Rodgers.
Huh?
Aaron Rodgers.
Aaron Rodgers. What do y'all think?
Rodgers.
I feel guilty saying that, but yeah.
I'll go Tua.
All right. So it is somewhat a decision. But, okay, well, let's keep going. Would you rather have, if you're the Jets, Justin Fields or Aaron Rodgers?
Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah.
Well, why don't they have him?
I don't know. I mean, dude, the guy threw for 3,900 yards last year, 28 touchdowns, 11. He didn't have a bad year. It's just the Jets.
Yeah, they're a mess. Drake May or Rodgers?
Drake May.
And obviously I skipped Josh Allen or Rodgers. Lamar or Rodgers, you're going to take Lamar. Joe Burrow or Rodgers, you're going to take
Burrow. I don't know if Drake May is that quick. You said it without hesitation.
Going
I
into
have to
year 2,
watch him
I think he's
play
gonna,
more.
The stable of Pickett, Flacco, Shadur.
Rodgers.
Yeah. You want Rodgers for the Browns? C.J. Stroud or Rodgers?
Stroud.
Yeah.
Ooh. Anthony Richardson / Daniel Jones.
Rodgers.
Rodgers.
Yeah, Colts are in a mess right now.
And Richardson's hurt.
Yeah. Trevor Lawrence or Aaron?
Lawrence.
Aaron Rodgers.
Rodgers.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I told Jared yesterday
I'm out on that.
I'm going to stop doing the Trevor Lawrence is going to have a big year, but I still think I take him over Rodgers right now.
That you're still doing it.
I know. I can't get off.
But I mean, my thing is the same with like Aaron Rodgers is not washed. He's not a bad quarterback. It's just he was with the Jets. It's the same thing for Trevor Lawrence. Like he's got great games under his belt. It's just the Jags.
I don't know. Sometimes
I think we're getting back to those old Jags stats where they're great in fantasy because in the fourth quarter they have to throw 900 yards to catch up.
No, he's made some bad like in the
He holds
game
on to
play.
the
the
ball
fumbles
too
are
much.
really what kills him.
He holds on to the ball too long.
Yeah.
Give me Rodgers.
How we talked him out of it.
Cam Ward, year 1, or Aaron Rodgers, year 20.
Cam Ward.
I mean, you have to go with the top pick.
Like
right?
for this year. Who's going to win you more games?
I'm going
Aaron Rodgers.
I'm going Rodgers.
Yeah. I think they're good either way.
Mahomes or Rodgers, you're going Mahomes. Herbert or Rodgers, you're going Herbert.
Did you say Rodgers?
For both, yeah. Mahomes and Herbert. I'm going Rodgers.
Bo Nix or Rodgers. Bo Nix. How about you guys? Bo Nix or Rodgers?
I'll go Bo. Bo knows.
Playoffs.
Yeah, I guess he's one of the... Wait, no. He's terrible.
Mm-hmm. Rodgers.
Geno Smith. Or Aaron Rodgers. Now, I think this is a good one, actually.
A million Genos.
No, I think you have to go Geno.
I don't think you have to.
Well,
I'm
you
going
don't have-
Rodgers.
God. It's almost like an insult to the guys.
Jared.
Like, Geno, you're like, oh, Geno, you have such a great story. You work hard, you do all the right things, but we're still going to take this dude over you. And it's very close.
Rodgers in the silver and black, how fired up would you be?
I'd be fired up, but he's not. So
Throw into Brock Bowers, he would finally. That'd be the first time he'd have like a really good tight end.
It'd be the first time he really had a reliable receiver, if you're being honest. I mean, they are.
Okay. Rodgers or Geno, I'm going to go
Roger.
I'm going to go Gino.
Oh,
I'm going to go Gino. All right, Hurts or Rodgers? Hurts. Jaden Daniels, Rodgers. Daniels. Dak Prescott or Aaron Rodgers in 2025?
What team?
The Dallas Cowboys.
Rodgers.
You got some major weapons, CeeDee Lamb, George Pickens out there.
Would they allow him in Texas? Like the state itself? Like
here.
Aaron Rodgers?
If I would want Aaron Rodgers because he's as old as I am.
With Austin blowing up, you got these hippies and tech bros. So I think
yeah.
I think that Dallas area is starting to get a little more blue, maybe. So,
But he's a conservative guy.
Yeah, and I mean,
but he's also
perceived as-
open-minded conservative.
But
but he's kind of, I don't want to say anti-religion, but traditional religion he has broken away from.
He's
There was a lot
anti-vax.
in the documentary about that.
he's got the values
He's a complicated
of
person.
He is very complicated.
Yeah, that's tough. I go Rodgers.
A Texan man, a good old Texan man would say,
I don't have the vaccine.
that boy just ain't right. Something about that boy ain't right. I like him, but he just ain't right.
They probably say the same thing about Dak, for being honest.
Well, Dak or Rodgers? Give me Dak.
Going Rodgers.
Wow.
I'll take Dak, I guess. Who's the Russell
Jackson.
Wilson / Jackson Dart
/ Jameis
Winston.
Jameis.
Give me Jameis all day out of all four of those quarterbacks.
I don't think Jameis will be on the roster come September, so give me Rodgers.
I hope to God he's not week 1.
Give me Rodgers.
I'm scared. I'm terrified of Jameis coming in.
I saw a video of him throwing a dart.
What if they just like, Jameis, we don't have a roster spot for you, man, but we want you to do the pregame speech.
Morale cap. Remember the Carolina guy that was
Director of morale.
Yes.
Caleb Presley.
I've been saying
Caleb
this
Presley.
Yeah.
He's so he's got a full-time job with the team.
Yeah, it's just like this. That's what you do. You go to the press conferences after.
Could you imagine going to a game, Tony, and he's like greeting fans before the game?
It'd be great.
Yeah.
They had that
Team
video
ambassador.
of him going around and talking to fans at the Super Bowl, right? It was like the Jameis cam. It was awesome.
Honestly, we should send him to London and Germany and all these places as an ambassador for the league, for the game.
So they have 4 quarterbacks. You're going to keep Wilson and Dart, obviously. Who's your emergency 3?
Who are the options?
Jameis or
and who?
DeVito?
Oh, Jameis. Oh,
But I mean,
dang. And that's
you gotta
going
think
against
about
my people.
The money.
I think they're going to let Brett make the decision. And Brett's going to say, give me Tommy DeVito.
He's going to say, look,
Just
we got to get Tommy in there.
something about these stupid idiots who are just like, Tommy DeVito's a great quarterback.
Yeah, because his name is Tommy DeVito.
Just because he's. Never mind.
Man, he loves chicken cutlets. Every Italian boy loves a chicken cutlet.
Yeah. All right. Golf or Rodgers? Golf.
McCarthy.
J.J. McCarthy, 2025.
Rodgers.
Or Aaron Rodgers?
Aaron Rodgers.
I'm going Rodgers there.
People really think highly of J.J. McCarthy.
He slung it not the final year at Penn State, but the year before.
He was at Michigan.
Yeah. And it was against Penn State. That's why I'm just he's
The
great.
last year he handed it off.
He didn't do anything his final year. It was his junior year maybe or sophomore year.
But they trusted him to get it done. They let Sam Darnold walk. Didn't want to pay him all that money. But, all right.
Sam Darnold or...
Dude, give me Rodgers throwing to Justin Jefferson.
Yeah. Just
And
to complete
Addison.
the Packers, Jets, Vikings circle.
Yep.
Yeah, it would. It'd be...
Jordan Love or Aaron Rodgers? Jordan Love. I'm not going to think about it. Easy.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Not easy for y'all.
Jordan Love's been good.
Yeah.
He's not incredible.
What were his numbers last year? Jordan Love.
Well, he missed 2 or 3 weeks.
Y'all had to think about that. I did not. I like Jordan Love. Jordan Love last year was 25-11, so pretty similar to Rodgers' numbers.
Yeah, spot on.
Yeah.
How many yards?
3389. Previous year, 32-11.
Yeah.
And had almost 900
He doesn't
yards.
make a lot of mistakes.
And he didn't have any receivers. And now he's got Matthew Golden.
Yeah. All right. Let's continue on with Caleb Williams or Aaron Rodgers.
Aaron Rodgers.
Aaron Rodgers.
I mean, I have hope for Caleb Williams with Ben Johnson, but I mean, just given what I've seen, Aaron Rodgers.
Once again, a team with a lot of weapons.
Yeah.
Aaron Rodgers could torch them. I'll take Rodgers over Caleb Williams. Baker or Rodgers?
Baker.
Got to go Bake. Penix / Cousins or Rodgers?
Rodgers. Yeah.
Bryce or Rodgers?
Cam Newton.
Rodgers.
Rodgers.
I want to see Rodgers throwing to Xavier Leggett, T-Mac, Adam Thielen.
Whatever the hell the Saints have, or Aaron Rodgers.
Give me Jake Hayner. No, I'll take Aaron Rodgers.
What a mess they got going on there. Stafford or Rodgers? We have Stafford.
Stafford.
Mm-hmm. Sam.
Darnold or Rodgers?
Rodgers.
Yeah.
I'm going Darnold.
Kyler or Rodgers?
Rodgers.
That's tough, yeah. I think you have to go Aaron Rodgers. It's like you've seen the best.
Has Kyler Murray been on the hot seat for like 5 years
He's
now?
like not bad enough to ever lose the job, but you have to just cut it out if you don't want to be with him anymore. Like he's going to be the
too
best
good to bench, not good enough to really trust.
Yeah.
Like long time, I don't know.
Or you just have seen it maybe, what it's going to be.
Right. The ceiling. Purdy or Rodgers?
I'm living for this one. Give me Rodgers.
Who is Purdy's weapon?
Brandon Ayuk.
Yeah.
George Kittle.
Yeah.
Christian
Kittle's
McCaffrey.
on the back end. McCaffrey. God, I forgot about McCaffrey.
Jawan Jennings.
Is he playing this year?
Yeah, it's an off. What is it? It's an odd year.
Is he in?
Yeah, so even years he's hurt, odd years. No, I don't.
Is he already in Germany getting some weird treatment or something?
I tell you,
Wasn't there
if you don't
discussions
want him
that-
to play, let me draft him in fantasy.
Yeah, where do you
Then he
draft
will-
McCaffrey this year? Like second round?
Into the first, early second.
Yeah.
So
You
risky.
could get a damn steal though. Like,
Yeah, I mean, if he plays, he's going to be in fantastic.
all right, there is your Aaron Rodgers. So it sounds like he's the top half of the league quarterback still.
Yeah.
But it's short-term thinking. You know,
It's
you're
for 1
talking
year.
just, it's just like we're going out on Sunday and playing a game.
Which makes Pittsburgh perfect destination because they love their short-term quarterbacks.
They don't have anything.
Now, who are their weapons?
DK.
Yeah.
Yep, and then Pickens, right?
Nope.
No,
is
he's
he
a
gone?
Cowboy.
He's a Cowboy. Oh.
Freiermuth.
You're right. No, it's just funny. But yeah,
That's awesome.
he is going to be a big weapon.
Jalen Warren out of the backfield.
And they drafted a running back. Steelers, the depth chart. Who they got a receiver? Who's their number 2? Who does number 2 work for? Oh, they got
Calvin Austin.
Robert Woods.
Robert Woods in 2025.
He is not good.
Yeah, I know.
He's terrible.
I could see Aaron Rodgers throwing 95 targets to Scotty Miller.
Yeah, scoop, Scotty.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, Brady had a ball with him. I can see that.
Pat Freiermuth.
Well
and
done.
Caleb Johnson, running back. I think they drafted.
Iowa, yeah.
Don't sleep on Calvin.
Calvin got a job. We'll let you run, Tony. I got a Brian North interview. Any Panther stuff? We didn't talk any Panthers. Anything going on?
No, just you can watch they came out with their video, the Panthers blueprint, the draft one. It's actually really good. It's well done, and Dan Morgan and them looked like you finally had a clear management structure in place to where they weren't just like worried about the owner, and like it really is Dan Morgan's team. That's what it is.
They show the behind the scenes of a potential trade that I think the Rams were trying to make for the 8th pick. And I think Pat McAfee highlighted it on his show because he's in Cary, North Carolina for the soccer tournament. But they showed the video, but you see Dan Morgan, and is the
Brent Tillis.
The assistant GM?
Yeah.
Man, what a smart guy he is. But you see them look at David Tepper, and Tepper doesn't say a word.
Yeah.
And they're just like, all right, well, let's make this decision.
It was, and the coach was not. He was part of the process, but it was like you watched 5 years ago with Matt Fool. Is that like it felt like it was like he was everything about that room and so involved, and this really just the chain of command was clear. And hey, this is damn. I like it. I liked it. It was good.
Off-season MVP, Xavier Leggett. I really hope he does well because he is having his best life. He's living his best life.
He's awesome, man.
Yeah. Jamie had a fall-off candidate. He said this guy never falls off but gets more and more injured. Mike Evans. I mean, at some point, it's got to stop.
Yeah.
The guy just
he's gonna have 999 yards.
Yeah, dude. If that happens again, I hope the defense like triple teams him. Like, why are we just letting this guy get 1,000 yards?
Yeah,
enough's enough. All right, thanks, Tony.
All right,
check out the C3 podcast. We'll talk more and more NFL this summer. It is, as we always say, no news is good news season. Stay out of jail and stay out of the hospital, NFL players. We want to see you on the field this fall. Brian North joins us when we return. Pirate Radio Live after this.
Pirate Nation, your dream home starts with an unshakable foundation. At Unshakable Builders, they don't just build houses, they build trust. From blueprints to keys, their expert team is with you every step of the way. Serving Greenville and all of Eastern North Carolina since 2009, Unshakable Builders turn visions into reality with craftsmanship you can count on. You dream it, they build it. Visit unshakablebuilders.com to start your journey home the right way. Unshakable Builders, build on a solid foundation.
Homeowners can face many challenges throughout this season, but our newest New Blue star, Dixon Williams, is here to slide in and save the day. Have a clog that's hitting a foul ball and nothing seems to be getting through? Dixon's fixing to get you flowing again. Feeling like your HVAC's in a slump? Dixon's sliding in to get your comfort back on track. Are swinging blind in a power outage? Dixon is delivering a power boost. So when problems arise, turn home strikeouts into home runs with New Blue, electric, plumbing, and air.
I lived with back and neck pain for 10 years.
I lived with pain for 10 years.
I lived with left knee pain for about a year.
I tried everything from pain medication to cortisone shots.
I did not want to go under the knife.
And then I found QC Kinetics.
Their holistic treatments fixed my back and my neck.
Their regenerative treatments fixed my knees.
Their natural treatments helped heal my knee pain.
Without surgery, drugs, or downtime.
If you want to be free from pain, come to QC Kinetics.
QC Kinetics, 252-645-6458.
Washington's favorite place to eat and where all the locals go is down on Main Street. Down on Main Street is now open 7 days a week. Stop by for the house salad with grilled chicken, the half club sandwich with chips, or everyone's favorite, the fried shrimp plate. After work, Down on Main Street is the perfect spot for dinner and drinks on the patio. Join Down on Main every Wednesday for half-price wings from 4 p.m. to close. Down on Main Street in historic downtown Washington. Go Pirates!
North Carolina State Parks is celebrating the 50th anniversary of Jockey's Ridge State Park June 5th through the 8th in Nags Head, North Carolina. Exciting educational activities will take place, including yoga on the dunes, kayak trips, big canoe trips, a sandcastle building contest, and a horseshoe competition. All activities are free to the public. Special events also include a drone show, a concert by the Connells on June 5th, and bubbly toasts at sunset. For tickets and a full schedule, visit jockey'sridge50.com.
You don't have to choose between comfort and capability when you're behind the wheel of a 2025 Honda Pioneer 704. Rugged and reliable, it delivers the power you need on the job, the smooth shifting you want on the trail. And with Honda's exclusive quick flip seating, you get the versatility of seating 4 passengers or stowing the back seats for a full cargo bed. See the latest Honda Pioneer 704 today at Ron Ayers Motorsports, Highway 11, north of the airport in Greenville. For your safety, read the owner's manual, wear a helmet, eye protection, closed side nets and doors, and always wear seatbelts. Honda side-by-sides are for riders 16 and older.
This is Brian Harris with 360 Golf Carts, Pitt County's go-to shop for all things golf carts. We have E-Z-Go, club car, and utility carts to choose from. Whether it's for the beach, riding around the neighborhood, or working in the yard, 360 Golf Carts has the perfect ride for you. If you have issues with your current cart, take it by my shop for an expert's diagnosis. From parts to sales to service, we have you covered. We will even deliver right to you. So come see me, Brian Harris, on Highway 43, just past D.H. Conley High School. 360 Golf Carts, Pirates supporting Pirates.
Phelps Chevrolet is the dealer to see for a car or a truck or an SUV. The best service and quality. That's the Phelps guarantee. Phelps Chevrolet, the name you can trust. Phelps Chevrolet, you can count on us. The name you can depend on. Phelps Chevrolet.
Get
Which one?
This is Andre Allison, the first receiver to catch for 1,000 in ECU history. You're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. Do you need custom t-shirts, apparel, or promotional items for your business, organization, or event? Keep it local. Print it local with University Sportswear. Contact them today at universitysportswearenc.com. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Chico's Mexican Restaurant is where all the locals go for Mexican food and fun. Grab your amigos and head to Chico's for the Gulf of Mexico every Tuesday. A huge 38-ounce lime margarita for only $8.99. On Wednesdays, all Mexican imports are only $2.99, and on Thursdays is half-price house margaritas. For Mexican food and fun, it's got to be Chico's in downtown Greenville and online at chicosrestaurant.com. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Flip.
Chico's would be great for dinner, and then for dessert, my wife has made a strawberry cake concoction, Chandler, that I'm excited about. Looks good.
She's a keeper, Clip.
Yeah. How's you?
Yeah.
Glad to come home to that.
That's kind of like a strawberry shortcake looking thing.
Ish, yeah.
That's a good time of year to have it.
I'm excited to give that a go. All right, let's head out to the Pirate Radio Live line and talk to Brian North, WCTI 12, joining us today on Pirate Radio Live. North, how you doing, man?
Doing great, Clipper. Hope you are.
I am doing well. Brian, you sent me a link to a Facebook post, and I believe a local kid getting looked at by East Carolina, actually getting offered by East Carolina basketball. Is that right? Can you tell me more about this story?
Not only, and we mean kid, Clipper, this kid has not even entered high school yet.
Whoa.
This is very rare territory for ECU to go out that early and try to get a jump on somebody. But this is a young man named A.J. Scott out of New Bern. And if you know your area basketball, you've been around as long as I have. He is the son of Antoine Scott, who was a prolific dunker at Wake Forest in the late 90s, early 2000s, and then played on the And One tour. It was called the Eighth Wonder. It is his son, A.J. And A.J. is a kid who was dunking in 7th grade. So he is really come on. He already looks like he's a college prospect now, and he has yet to play a high school game yet.
Do you know if we are the first, or are we in line to offer this kid?
According to Antoine's post, ECU is the first to offer AJ. And,
all right.
He's working pretty hard, and so you can always say you're the first.
Just hearing about his background and his ability to throw it down at his age, I'm going to, if I had to bet, I would say he doesn't come to East Carolina. But how many times have we heard, hey, why did you choose East Carolina? Because they were on me first. They stuck with me. They were there from the beginning. So certainly it has happened before, Brian.
And look, you never know how kids are going to develop or how things are going to work out.
Yeah.
You never know a road that they take or the reasons that they want to stay closer to home. So, look, it's always good even just to have that relationship, because I'm going to tell you this. He's not the only kid at New Bern that's pretty good that's going to be coming up through in that class. They've got a couple of different kids, and so maybe you don't get him, but because you showed him the interest, you get one of the other kids that comes along. But, look, and then you always do like we do with Mike Trout, right? You know, he's verbally committed to play, or, you know.
Hey, Mackenzie Gore is about a shoe-in at this point for an all-star game. Do we claim him, Brian? You know, it's one of those deals.
Yeah, always do, right? And I know, I don't know how much you've ever talked to Cliff Godwin about it, but Cliff and Mackenzie are really tight.
Right.
You know, Cliff talks to them all the time, and so they have that relationship like he was a player. So, no, there definitely is that relationship there. And look, cling to whatever you can to get your name out there and get in the name recognition circle.
Brian, this is a topic we've discussed over the years, especially with you here on the show, just area kids and East Carolina not landing them in basketball for whatever reason. And it's almost like, Brian, there's a tier that it would never come to East Carolina with your Ingrams and guys that go to, BAM. And I know BAM visited Minji's once, but there's that tier that goes to Kentucky and UNC and Duke. And then there's a tier that goes to other maybe lower D1 schools. And it's and I guess at the time it's like, well, we've already got a guard coming in from Texas that so we don't need this guard from Farmville Central or whatever, and the guard from Texas or whatever doesn't work out. I'm not thinking of anybody in particular here. I'm just giving examples, but it's almost like we can't find a good middle and just bring in a guy. I guess we have a couple times with Jaden Gardner, who was great here. Of course, went on to Virginia. The kid from, what was it, Goldsboro a few years ago came here to Corey and it never played, never worked out at all. So there's been some deals like that as well. But this has been a long topic, Brian, recruiting Eastern North Carolina if you're East Carolina. And I don't know if there's a 100% right answer to it, but how would you handle it? How should East Carolina be handling this, Brian?
I said this for years. I would have 2 spots on my bench, 2 chairs, one for a kid from Kinston and one for a kid from Farmville. And I would fill that chair every year. I don't care how good or bad they are. I would want some kind of pipeline coming from those 2 schools for a bunch of different reasons. One, they know how to play basketball. 2, you've got 2 excited basketball cultures. If they know they have a kid on that bench, they're going to show up. A few more people show up in the stands. I know it's not going to make a huge difference in your bottom line, but when you are trying to establish and get rowdy crowds consistently in there and get the fan base familiar with your players in this ever-changing world, I would always have some kind of local kids on my roster, and those are the 2 basketball heavy places. You know, maybe you want to throw Washington in there as well, but I would always have some sort of representation on my bench. I would make it mandatory, whether they're walk-ons or scholarship or something. I would make it mandatory. My team mandate would be, I'm going to have at least this many local kids on the team to try to build that culture and also build the strength of the bond of guys coming here, of wanting to come here, of knowing that they can come here. Of all those guys, and I could go down the list, and I don't know if I want to bore you because they're not big household names, but there's a list of guys, and we always bring up the Kyron Bowman example of a kid who wanted to come to ECU and was ready to accept the scholarship until it was yanked and ended up at Boston College and an all-ACC performer. And so there's a ton of those guys. Michael Jenkins out of Kinston, who ended up being a Hall of Famer at Winthrop and led them to several NCAA tournaments. And so the list goes on and on. Now, look, I can give you examples of Corey Rouse and eventually Jeremy Ingram via Wake Forest who went that way. But there's so many other kids I can give you examples of. Even out of New Bern, you know, there was a couple kids out of New Bern who ended up going to like Virginia Tech or other places. So I'm not a basketball coach. I can tell them how to do their job. But when it comes to the recruiting thing, I've never understood why when you have however many positions on the bench, 12 to 15, I would always make a couple of spots for those towns, whether they were good or not. And you're going to hit on good players more often than not in their 4 years.
Brian North joining us, solving the world's issues here. Brian, while we're talking local basketball, I saw Coach Bobby Williams the other night getting ready. He was having a nice meal at OT's as I was getting ready for sports trivia, and he's now taking over at D.H. Conley. And he was we talk about recruitment and portal and college and stuff like that. He was talking about like the open enrollment issue and how. Where was he at previously, Brian? Do you recall? Was it?
Lifetime. Well, you know, Bobby's always lived in Greenville, but he always taught at. It was first Williamson, then Riverside. Being Martin County.
Martin County, okay. And he said like the best players, I guess. Or no, he was talking about I think the middle schools maybe. But anyway, the pipeline. Either where he was or going to Conley would end up at Rose, South Central, or even Farmville Central. Like there's, with the open enrollment, there's also, I guess, recruitment that goes along with that too, right? So you've got kids being spread out across the county for high school basketball, which shouldn't shock anybody or be crazy with the way the world is today. But he said that is a challenge when you're at a place like D.H. Conley.
I think you can look at the addresses of the kids on each of the sports rosters, and I'm talking volleyball as well, softball, basketball, all these different sports. There is kind of a known, if you want to play this sport, you probably should end up at this school. And each school kind of has its own little niche like that. And look, I don't know who controls it all. I don't know how it all works. Coaches will tell you they don't have anything to do with it. There's enough people, shady people out there who can direct that. But in Pitt County, that's the big problem with open enrollment is there are kids going from one side of the county to the other to play the sport that they want to play at a school that they think will thrive more than the school that's in their backyard.
Yeah, and damn kids these days ruining everything. Oh wait, the parents are making these decisions a lot and helping out. Yeah. Anyway, it is what it is. Brian North joining us today on Pirate Radio Live. Let's talk about coaches behaving badly, Brian. We are now almost a week removed from Kevin O'Sullivan completely melting down. We've talked about it all week, but haven't got your take on it. And been getting the take of former athletes. Been enjoying talking to a lot of different former football players, baseball players about, have you seen this happen? Has it happened to you? Have you seen a coach just going after one of your teammates? And the consensus for the most part is no. It's player on player, yeah. Coach on coach, yeah. But coach on player, no. And how about you, Brian? All the events you've covered over the years, anything come to mind like we saw with what Kevin O'Sullivan did last week?
Not by a head coach. I've seen assistant coaches do it. Look, all these guys seem to know each other, the recruiting circles, all these different things. Now with transfer portal, there's more communication than ever between coaches and players and all. But I've never seen a head coach act that way, or what I'm hearing acted that way. I've seen assistant coaches do it now. I've seen assistant coaches have to be pulled away and almost getting in fights and challenging players because they don't have, assistant coaches aren't held to that higher standard. They're a little more anonymous. But when a head coach is berating people, and to me, I've always thought you kill them with kindness, right? I'm thinking transfer portal already. I'm thinking, all right, let me see these guys. Hey, how you doing? Hey, great season, fellas. I'd be pumping them up, making myself look like the guy they want to play for,
right,
more than I would want to be the guy to fire them up to beat my tail. So I'm not sure what kind of mental health issue was going on with a coach, and I don't know how much he's talked about it ever since. But I know he's been receiving a lot of bad press about it.
No doubt. And Brian, how about, it seemed like he went after everybody except the media, which is usually the coaches are going after reporters, dumb questions or even good questions, and they're just mad. But have you been a part of any coach outburst? You faced any jerks during your career, Brian? Anybody that stands out the most?
I've seen coaches who have been heated press conferences. They'll do like the one-word answers,
right?
Next, and stupid question, but for the most part, no, it's rare, and usually those are situations where someone's at a podium. You create some physical distance. Normally, with coaches, you have one-on-one situations where you're up close to them, and for some reason people behave a little bit better. Now, I've seen coaches stare some people down now in that close proximity, the challenge of being closer like that, and see some reporters back down. But for the most part, coaches are pretty much understand their reputation. Look, Steve Logan would have his calculated meltdowns, which are legendary and great, but they were always calculated. I always ask Steve, I go, do you prepare these one-liners? Where he goes, well, sometimes you have an idea, you come up with it, and then you let it go when you need to. But he, so jerk, yes. Mostly it's just one or two questions and they calm down. But I've seen some guys walk out of some press conferences before. So, it's there. They're competitive individuals, and they get tired of dumb questions. A lot of times coaches have already dealt with a situation by the time the media finds out. And so when a media member asks you about it, you don't even want to revisit it because you've already gone down the road of taking care of the problem, hoping no one else would find out about it.
And one more note on it, Brian. I know I've said this a lot this week, but one of the biggest shockers to me is that there were not more pregame fireworks. And I talked to Evan Voliva yesterday, former ECU pitcher. He said 2018 Cliff Godwin, there would have been some major pregame fireworks. 2025 Cliff Godwin, a little more laid back, and you're not going to. But it was kind of surprising to me that just knowing Cliff the way he is, the way he protects his players, that he was able to keep his cool before that game on Sunday.
Maybe he wanted to do the same thing to his players. maybe he's like, good, finally somebody was able to yell.
Hey, he wanted to cuss them out. Somebody else did it for him. Is that what it was?
Maybe Cliff didn't like his team. I don't know. Maybe he didn't have their back. You're right. I think. But sometimes you have to kind of let the players And I'm guessing that Cliff didn't see it right away, but
no, it sounds like he was not there when, especially the Parker Bird deal. Parker explained it, and Cliff was there way, after the fact, so he didn't see everything or hear everything.
Now, did he confront Sullivan at some other point? Now,
well, yeah, Parker said, well, and Parker was very brief on this. He said, then Coach G kind of jumped in and kind of told him to shut up, and yeah, that was that. So I feel like we're missing a few details there, but I'm sure Cliff got a few words and stares and the darts in.
And I don't know Cliff's fighting history. Like, I don't know kind of what bar fights he was in or on-field fights he was in. Like, normally you have to hit somebody at some point in your life to really have that reputation carry over. Chris Hatcher out of Kinston, former Kinston star, went to UNC Wilmington, played in the big leagues for so many years. Jacked up his own teammate in a bar one night, right? And once you get that reputation, you're not going to take anybody's crap and you're going to hit them right in the face when they're looking at you. That gets you the reputation really quick of, okay, he will punch me. So once you have that notion that, oh yeah, that guy will punch me, you tend to back off a little bit on those situations. So we probably have to ask Cliff, does his reputation precede him, or is there some sort of instance in minor league baseball or somewhere along the line where someone's got CG tattooed on their face somewhere that everyone else has kind of heard?
Well, I'll tell you, he's getting punched today. That would be the Arizona Wildcats at the time of this taping. North Carolina putting it on Arizona. So they are looking good to win game one. And how about all Duke has to do, Brian, to get to Omaha is knock off upset-minded Murray State. Interested to see baseball in Durham this weekend and how the folks consume that. Will people be excited in Durham about Duke baseball this weekend?
Yeah, they got nothing else going on right now. So, Duke fans are good if they're not distracted by basketball or even football to a degree. I don't know what kind of crowds will show up, but they're having it at Coombs Field, which is kind of cool to be on campus instead of the DPAP. So, I think Duke fans are pretty well known for jumping on that bandwagon when they need to, when there's nothing else going on. So I can see where they want to see what this baseball thing is all about.
All right, Brian, good stuff. We will start sprinkling in more and more football here during the summer months. I got Big Rock next week. You can be at the beach at all, looking at that?
No, I've told this story before. I covered Big Rock real heavy from 1999 to about 2010, 11, 12, somewhere in there. And then I kind of hit my limit, and now every year I kind of try to schedule vacation. So I let all the younger people get to enjoy it. I love it. I think it's great, but you kind of hit your saturation point where there's only so much you can do there. And so I just I go the other way from the crowds right now and watch the video like everybody else.
There you go. Brian North joining us today on Pirate Radio Live. North, enjoyed the chat as always, man. We'll talk to you next week.
Sounds good, Clippers.
Brian North joining us today on Pirate Radio Live. Chan Man's heading to the beach. B-Man heading to the beach. Happy anniversary to Brandon and his lovely wife, Hannah. Celebrating an anniversary this weekend. Got one coming up next week. Let's take a break. We'll come back. Chandler, my mama's birthday is the 11th. So maybe a call, maybe a visit. Go stop by my folks' house.
Absolutely. I know where they live.
But keep that in mind. We'll take a break, come back, wrap up hour number 2. What NFL teams that made the playoffs last year will not this year? We'll tell you after this.
Hey Pirate Nation, warm weather is here and it's time to get back on the boat. And at Stroud's Marine, they're stocked up with over 26,000 pre-owned parts. They got everything you need from propellers, lower units, trim units, electrical and fuel parts, and just about anything else you need for an outboard. Stay up to date with the latest deals, parts, and promotions by following them on social media. And as always, their mission is to save you money and get you back on the water as quickly as possible. Remember, they're just around the corner. Stop by the shop at 865 Rivet Street in Greenville. For more information, head to StroudsMarine.com. Stroud's Marine, your best source for salvaged outboard parts.
Hey Greenville, John McCormick from the Yard Gnomes and ambassador of the Greenville Museum of Art. Get ready for the Summer Shindig. Wednesday, June 11th, 6 to 9 p.m. Morgan and Company Live, Nash Hot Chicken, drinks, art, baseball, raffles, family fun, right here at our museum. Shouldn't you dig it? For tickets and info, visit gmoa.org/summer-shindig. Don't miss it at the Greenville Museum of Art.
Spring is a great time to plant flowers, trees, and bushes. When planning your landscape, please keep in mind that you should never plant anything within 3 feet of a gas, electric, or water meter. The same thing applies if you have an electric transformer in your yard, except keep plants 8 feet clear of the front in case crews need access during a storm or an outage. Always remember to call 811 at least 3 business days before you dig to avoid underground lines. This important safety message is from your neighbors at Greenville Utilities.
At Langley Contracting, we're superior roofing specialists. Whether it's a new roof or repairing your old one, we've got you covered. And best of all, we handle your insurance claims. We are locally owned right here in Eastern Carolina. We are licensed and insured and have a 25-year roof warranty. We can handle your gutter installation too, so everything is seamless. Call or visit us online at 214roof.com for your free estimate today.
Langley Contracting, your superior roofing specialist.
Hey Pirate Nation, this is Parker Bird for my friends at Shimmer Boutique. New spring arrivals are here from all your favorite brands like Kinder Scott, Yeti, Local Boy, Pimp Shrimp, Simply Southern, and a lot more. Shop now at shimmerboutiqueonline.com and receive free shipping on all orders over $100. And don't forget, Shimmer is your place to get your very own Parker Bird shirt, available in youth and adult sizes. Shimmer in Greenville, Winterville, Jacksonville, and ShimmerBoutiqueOnline.com. Go Pirates!
East Carolina Chrysler Dodge Jeep in Greenville has the hot deals this summer with Employee Pricing Plus. You pay the exact same thing as a factory employee. There has truly never been a better time to buy. Come check out the Ram 1500 at East Carolina Chrysler Dodge Jeep and get savings up to $12,000 on Motor Trend's Truck of the Year. You pay the exact same thing as a factory employee on a new Ram, and they still have 2024 Ram Heavy Duties in stock. Save up to $15,000 with employee pricing on the longest-lasting heavy-duty work trucks in the market. You'll also pay what a factory employee pays on a new 2025 Jeep Grand Cherokee. Save up to $9,000 on America's most awarded SUV, and an unprecedented $6,000 off on a new 2025 Jeep Wrangler.
East Carolina Chrysler Dodge Jeep, across from the Cockerell in Greenville. Come see us!
Offers do not include tax, tags, title, and $8.99 admin fee. See dealer for details.
Looking for bold flavors and badass deals? Get to Bad Daddy's Burger Bar in Greenville. Right now, the Badass Margarita is just $8. Yeah, you heard that right. Feast on the mouthwatering burrito burger, dig into their elote street corn dip, and treat yourself to the churro crunch shake. Wash it all down with BD's Amber Ale. Just $4 all day, every day. Or sip one of their signature cocktails, like Southern Peach Tea or Daddy's Dragonberry. And don't miss half-off appetizers the last 2 hours before they close. It's not badass if it's not Bad Daddy's.
Pirate Radio.
Brace yourselves, lads.
The voice of the Pirate Nation.
I do know a thing or two about pirates.
You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. Do you need custom t-shirts, apparel, or promotional items for your business, organization, or event? Keep it local. Print it local with University Sportswear. Contact them today at universitysportswearenc.com. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. The 42nd Annual Washington Summer Festival is back on June 13th and 14th on the beautiful Washington waterfront. Enjoy live music by Craig Woolard and the Embers, incredible food, local craft vendors, and a fireworks show. It's the summer kickoff you don't want to miss. For more information, visit the Summer Festival on Facebook. Now let's head back in to PRL. Here's Clip.
Looked it up earlier today. 2 NFC teams from 2023 that made the playoffs that year missed the playoffs the following year. 2 AFC teams from 2023 missed the playoffs in 2024 that made it in 23. I challenged Jarrett and Chan and myself to come up with 3 teams, which might be a little too much, but It's the NFL. We sit here every year. We talk about who's going to be the worst teams in the league, and we're rarely right about that. Who's going to definitely miss the playoffs? Somebody always comes out of nowhere. So this will happen, at least one, probably two in each conference. But I tried to go 3 deep here, and I got to tell you, it is very difficult to do. It's tough to do in June. It's tough to do in September. A lot easier to do in December after we have that big sample size. But we're trying to do it here today. So teams that made the playoffs in the AFC last year: Chiefs, Bills, Ravens, Texans, Chargers, Steelers, Broncos. It is very difficult to have one of those division winners missing the playoffs.
I got 2.
All right. Pick a team you have missing in the AFC, Jarrett.
Where do you want to start, wild card or division winner?
What division winner do you have out?
I'll go with one of them, the South in the AFC.
Yeah, okay. Who are you replacing the Texans with?
The Jaguars.
So I meant to do that. I didn't mean to. Yes, I meant to do that. I did. I want to leave the Chargers in. I am taking out the Texans and replacing them with the Jaguars as well.
Very nice.
What other division winner?
The Chiefs. They got worse.
And they're not going to make the playoffs?
I don't know, man. I don't think they win the division, and that's a tough one. That's a tough division. I think this could be the year they slide back a little bit.
We talked about who's falling off the cliff. You're taking the Chiefs entirely.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, who's going to win that division?
The Chargers.
All right.
And their playoff spot will be replaced with the Cincinnati Bengals.
I, too, have the Bengals in, and I'm going to replace them with a Bo Nix sophomore slump.
Okay. I don't like that. I don't hate that.
All right, who is your third team in that missed it last year?
The Patriots will take the Steelers spot.
I have the Dolphins taking the Steelers spot, so we're pretty similar there. Chandler, we have Jags, Bengals. I have Dolphins. He has Patriots. Do you have any team we didn't say?
I'm going Broncos.
They made it.
You're saying
they're out.
Okay. Who are you replacing them with?
I did not think about who to replace them with.
Okay.
I just took people out.
All right.
Sorry.
Jared, NFC. I have one new division winner.
Same here.
And 2 wild cards.
Yep.
All right. Who's your division winner that's changing?
The Bucks.
And who are you replacing them with?
Panthers.
Wow. How?
What do you mean how?
How is that going to happen?
Down in the dumps last year, got a decent looking schedule, more weapons for Bryce Young, and I think that defense is going to be a lot better than they were last year.
I have the Rams. I got this weird thing. Stafford, something bad's going to happen. And I'm replacing them with a team that I said their glory days are over. Give me the Niners.
I have the Niners in the wild card.
Okay. Who do you have them replacing?
The Vikings.
I have the Bears replacing the Vikings.
Okay.
And who is your final team in?
I have the Bears replacing the Packers.
Wow. I have, boy, this is tough to say, the Cowboys replacing the Commanders.
Wow.
Jaden Daniels, sophomore slump.
All right.
That schedule makes me very nervous. I'm watching highlights right now. We don't have Panthers, Browns, Titans on the schedule anymore. We got a big boy schedule.
Yeah. And I'm really proud of myself for not putting the Raiders in here.
I am. And I'm proud of myself for taking the Commanders out.
Yeah.
We are trying to do this for real and see how it looks at the end of the year.
And I'm proud of you for putting the Panthers in.
I like the Panthers this year, man.
All right, well, Chandler, I'm going to give you a challenge. Give me one AFC team and one NFC team that missed the playoffs last year that make it this year.
All right, AFC, give me – I'm going Raiders.
Wow.
Great.
How?
I think Gino's going to do it. I think Pete Carroll's going to give this team life. He's going to do a lot of woos.
Who's their running back?
Who's our running back?
Ashton Genty.
Ever heard of him?
Yeah. They drafted Ashton Genty.
NFC.
That dude couldn't even win a Heisman.
Oh, man. Oh, we're going back to this conversation.
NFC, you got 3 in the South. You got Cowboys, Giants. You got Bears. You got Cardinals, Niners.
I'm going to go with you. I'm going to go with the Niners.
Or Seahawks.
Ooh. Nah, I'm going to stick with the Niners.
All right.
I'm going to stick with the Niners.
I just trust Kyle Shanahan too much.
Yeah, I hate Brock Purdy. I don't think he's all that good, and I don't think he deserves the amount of money he's getting paid. But Kyle Shanahan, he's going to figure it out.
Jamie's surefire team to make the playoffs that missed it last year are the Bungles. He said he would go with the Bucks to not make the playoffs. Falcons win that division. Again, it's never the same teams, so you may feel stupid replacing some of these teams, but it happens every year.
The average is 7 new playoff teams every year, so 50%.
Yeah, that's nuts. But I wonder how much of that is injuries.
Yeah, and I mean losing talent, it's different.
I'll say 50% of the 50% are injury related.
Okay.
Where a team probably would have made it if not for their quarterback.
3.5.
Yeah, something like that. A little more Steiner math on this Friday. All right, you ready for hour 3?
Nope.
Why not?
I'm heading out.
Why?
I'm heading to the beach. I'm getting away.
Cool, but why now?
Because we have a dinner at 7:30.
Who?
Applebee's?
Me and my friends.
Where?
Wrightsville Beach.
What you eating?
I don't know. Ever heard of Blue Water?
Yeah, I've heard of Blue Water. I've been in Blue Water. I've seen Blue Water. Yeah.
You got a reservation?
Yes.
Okay.
How long does it take to get to Wrightsville Beach?
About 2 hours and 15 minutes.
Well, you better get the hell on out of here.
That's what I'm trying to do.
Well, go.
Dude, it's Friday. Traffic's going to be
Dude, you're late already.
terrible.
You might as well stay.
I can just meet him there. I do want to say I'm going to be enjoying some live music tomorrow at Carolina Beach for the Carolina Beach Music Festival. I'm going to be enjoying live music next Saturday down at Morehead City at King Max. Cooper Greer is going to be there. And by the way, Big Rock all next week. During the Big Rock week, King Max has has acoustic acts every day from 1 to 4 p.m. and full bands Thursday through Saturday night. So whether you're reeling in a marlin or just soaking up the sun, come grab a bite, catch a band, and make your summer legendary at King Mackerel's on the waterfront in Morehead City. You can go to King Max social media, and you can get the link to get your tickets to go see Cooper Greer next Saturday at King Max. And go out there all week if you're down there for Big Rock, and go sit up top on the patio and watch the boats come in. It's a lot of fun.
I like how you say acoustic.
Acoustic. Can't change the way I speak.
I know, and I don't want to. I don't want to change you. I want you to be you, because you know what? I like you. Just the way you are. You're amazing just the way you are.
Yeah.
When I see you smile, the whole world stops and stares for a while.
Because you're amazing?
Yeah. Just the way you are.
Just the way I am.
Morgan Ahlers joins us after these words.
Stella Artois is a world-renowned Belgian beer with over 650 years of brewing heritage. Stella's rich, full flavor and smooth finish is perfect for making moments worth more. Stella's non-alcohol option, Stella 0.0, offers the same iconic taste without the alcohol, ideal for those looking to enjoy Stella anytime. Stella, whether celebrating big or small, Stella is the perfect choice for elevating the everyday. Proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989.
Are you tired of dealing with IT headaches? Does this sound familiar? Phones, Wi-Fi, or email always acting up? Are you afraid of phishing scams, data breaches, or ransomware attacks? Every minute your systems are down, you're losing money. If you're nodding your head, it's time to call cybersharks.net. We handle IT so you can focus on growing your business. Fast, reliable, and always there when you need us. Call 321-7800 today and get IT support that actually works. Cybersharks.net. We keep your business swimming.
Doug Henry of Greenville is looking for your trade-in and your business. Doug Henry of Greenville is right on the corner of Greenville Boulevard and Memorial, and always right on the price and looking to beat every offer out there. Bring in any offer from CarMax, and they will beat it by $500. Just bring it in and you won't be disappointed. Doug Henry of Greenville has over 300 vehicles to choose from and brand new inventory arriving daily, and you can always check them out online at DougHenryGreenville.com. Doug Henry, right on the corner and right on the price.
You love U.S. Cellular Home Internet. It lets you do all your favorite things because it's fast, reliable, and affordable.
Switch to U.S. Cellular today and do the things you love with internet you love. Just pay $39.99 a month when you bundle with a wireless plan. And if you don't love it, you have 15 days to let us know. Built for us. Terms apply. See uscellular.com for details.
This is Brandon Tate, owner and operator of Atlantic Wireless, an authorized agent for U.S. Cellular since 1997. Visit AtlanticWireless.com to find the store near you. We go beyond the call.
Looking for the ultimate spot on the Morehead City waterfront this summer? Then head to King Mackerel's Restaurant and Bar, where the food is fresh, the drinks are cold, and the vibes are always live. During Big Rock Week, they've got acoustic acts every day from 1 to 4 and full bands rocking the deck Thursday through Saturday. And don't miss the big one, Saturday, June 14th. It's Rock the Landing with Cooper Greer. Then Jake Sutton takes the stage that night to keep the party going. So whether you're reeling in a marlin or just soaking up the sun, come grab a bite, listen to some tasty tunes, and make your summer legendary at King Mackerel's on the waterfront in Morehead City.
University PC Care in Greenville and New Bern has been serving the tech repair needs of Eastern North Carolina since 2006. And as one of the only Apple authorized service providers east of Raleigh, all our technicians are Apple certified, and we only use genuine Apple parts. Your iPhone and Mac warranties are safe with us. Have questions or need service? Call 252-558-1280 or visit us online at universitypccare.com. University PC Care, your one-stop shop for service on everything Apple.
Great food, great atmosphere, and great service is Ottavola Market Cafe. Ottavola is simply a restaurant that focuses on that, being a great restaurant. There's something for everyone at Ottavola. The menu offers a variety of great choices like pastas, pizzas, sandwiches, soups, salads, and seasonal rotating selections. Lunch or dinner, Ottavola is always the right call. Call ahead and get Ottavola to go, or stop by the bar for a drink with friends. It's simple. Come and eat at Ottavola Market Cafe, Red Banks Road next to Food Lion, and OttavolaMarket.com. Ottavola, pirates supporting pirates.
This is Holton Ahlers for my friends at Anson Belts, the belts that I wear. Go to AnsonBelt.com to find micro-adjustable holeless belts with over 30 plus options of a 1/4 inch apart instead of your typical 5 holes 1 inch apart, always giving you the perfect fit every time. If your waist fluctuates, Anson Belt is great because you can always find the perfect fit any time of the year. AnsonBelt.com, over 10,000 combinations to choose from, a belt for every occasion, and the official belt of the Holton Ahlers Show.
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 at 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington. You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding Pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Doug Henry of Greenville is ready to make you an unbeatable offer on your trade-in. Bring in any offer from CarMax, and they'll beat it by $500. And that's right, $500 more than what they're offering, guaranteed. And with over 300 vehicles to choose from and brand new inventory arriving daily, Doug Henry of Greenville has the perfect ride waiting for you. So check out their full inventory online at DougHenryGreenville.com. Doug Henry of Greenville, right on the corner, right on the price. Now let's head back in to PRL. Here's Clip.
Back with you, Pirate Radio Live. Thinking about football and my childhood summers. Here's some old man stuff for you, Jared. Are you too young to remember NFL Yearbook? Do you know what that is?
I don't think I do.
It's ESPN used to run it during the summer. It was a highlight package of the entire season with the great narration of NFL films. And every year, and they had these corny phrases like Washington would be 3-13, and it would be like on the way up to Washington, and it would only show the good plays and highlight the wins, and it would make you feel good about your team. But it would, run every day, and you'd like look at the guide. Sometimes it would show what team's coming, sometimes it wouldn't. So if I was working with my dad, or if I was with my friends, or I was doing something, I'd just record the whole block. It would show like 2 hours worth, so 4 episodes, and man, if I could catch a Redskins, it would be it. I used to love some NFL Yearbook. But I like NFL during the summer, like pre-internet, all you could do is like go to the grocery store and get a magazine, like a pro football preview magazine.
Yeah.
And like see the outlook of your team and stuff.
I still do that.
You still buy magazines?
I got a NASCAR one before the season started just to get all caught up.
All right. I like the hands-on. Yeah, okay. That's old school. Morgan Ahlers joining us on the Pirate Radio Live line. Morgan, you'd have a great NFL Films voice. You've done, of course, you do a show here, but you PA, and you ever, like, voice-overed anything? Yeah, you voice over some stuff, ECU videos.
The frozen tundra of Lambeau Field.
You'd be awesome at that.
Well, thank you.
You have voiced some like ECU intros and stuff, I know.
Yeah, you hear it every fourth quarter.
No retreat.
You pirates.
No surrender. Yeah, there you go. That's the voice of Morgan Ahlers. Morgan, man, we've been hitting on a lot of topics this week, including coaches behaving badly. What's the biggest coach outrage you've seen from your PA mic over the years? Got to be some basketball guys that lost their mind. Tim Floyd.
Yeah. He not only lost his mind, he was, that was just something. You sit there and you watch it happening, and you go like, did that really happen? Then you go back and watch the film of it, and it's like, dude, you're playing East Carolina. It's a basketball game. You'll be all right.
He was the coach at UTEP, I believe, and
yes,
completely lost it and was escorted out of Minges via police officer. So, yeah, it was quite a scene. I think their assistant got tossed as well. The
assistant got tossed, and I think maybe one player did.
It was crazy in Minges, but that was I don't remember him going after our players, which is what the Kevin O'Sullivan deal. That was new. What the Parker Bird story he told on the air this week, Morgan.
What bothers me about that whole the whole situation, it wasn't just one time. It was once, and then he went after another guy and went after the site supervisor and Coach Scalf, who's Hall of Fame coach, in the future, and great guy. Then he went after the coastal administrator.
Yeah.
He went after the field crew, and then he went after East Carolina's players, and then he went after the ultimate pirate in Parker. I mean, come on. I mean, not 1, 2, 3, 4 times, 4 separate times he went off. It's like he was totally unhinged for a while. And yet he gets to write I'm so sorry.
That was out of character for me. That was not me. Yeah.
No, somebody went, okay, we need to write an apology. Okay, Chat GPT. Write Coach Sullivan an apology for what happened. I'm going to apologize for what happened. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
He didn't write that. He probably didn't even read it.
Never seen it. Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
But if a player does that, just one of those instances, he's going to be ejected from the game. He's going to be suspended for another game.
That is true. Yeah.
I mean, you've seen it. I mean,
at the least,
a player from Duke comes out, takes 2 steps onto the field wearing a white working helmet, hard hat, takes it off when he realizes it's on his head, and gets ejected from the game and misses the first game of the Super Regionals.
Yeah.
What's worse?
I'm going to go with the multiple tirades, Bob.
Yeah, I would too. I think he should be suspended for X amount of games next year without pay, and forced to come and serve the pirate steak while he watches them eat.
That has been a big topic this week. Another topic has been poaching, tampering, which Cliff Godwin called out via Twitter yesterday and had a great conversation with Holton Ahlers about this, who has maybe experienced a little bit of that during his time as a college football player, Morgan. And how about you in the dad role? While did Holton come to you and say, I'm being reached out to by these teams and stuff like that? What's your kind of role in that situation?
Well, I was sort of made aware of it, and I was actually reached out to by a couple of people at one point, seeing if there was any interest. And just going to let sleeping dogs lie, and from Holton's standpoint, but with what's going on with college baseball and college sports in general right now, it used to be 5, 10, 15 years ago, if somebody was not happy at a school, say an athlete, he could not enter himself into the transfer portal. He could say, I'm going to transfer, but it would be you have to sit out a year. And you really couldn't have contact until the player left the school. I believe that was correct. If they did, they would say, okay, like in basketball, you would sort of put word out. You wouldn't necessarily say through your high school coach because that was sort of a no-no, but you would through the AAU circuit. And your AAU coach could talk to somebody because we all know that was a dirty way to get players and paying coaches to sort of funnel players to programs. Now it's the wild, wild west. I mean, apparently, Cliff's got some text messages and some proof that these coaches are reaching out, and that's just, you don't do that, because the world's too small, and what goes around comes around, and I hope it comes around fast for some of these coaches that are playing fast and loose with the rules.
Morgan Ahlers joining us, Pirate Radio Live Line. East Carolina getting some good news today on the baseball front, Morgan, with both Colby Wallace and Sean Jenkins returning. And, Jarrett kind of joked about it earlier, and Chandler, that 10 years ago, if we saw these announcements, we'd be like, well, yeah, duh. But now you almost have to announce, hey, who's coming back, because you see so many departures. So now we're kind of waiting to hear if Austin Irby and Ethan Norby are coming back. And if they do, all of a sudden you got a nice core and something to be excited about for Pirate baseball for next year.
We've talked all year about how young this Pirate baseball team is, and what the future could bring. And Coach Godwin mid-season had a presser after a tough weekend and said, what it's like to be a Pirate, and in developing the players and developing that culture. And culture takes time to build, and it just doesn't happen when you're a freshman. Hey, I'm here for my first season, and I know everything it is to be a Pirate and the life experiences that these players might have around Pirate baseball. And I think they saw that this year. It was the tough season they came through, but they were able to win a championship. They were able to go to Super Regional, knock off an O'Sullivan-led Florida Gators team, chump, and team twice. And played Coastal Carolina, who won nothing in an outstanding winner-take-all game, or first game of the winner-take-all bracket. But it's being a Pirate is, we know it's tough. It's not easy. You got to want to be here, and you got to want to stay. And in this day and time, those guys to say, hey, I'm coming back, will they be getting paid? I'm sure they are. Is it what they can make somewhere else? Probably not, but they're happy here and good to have them.
Morgan Ahlers joining us, Pirate Radio Live Line here on a Friday. Big weekend for our Jared Watkins, Morgan. He's going to make his PA announcing debut at the Greenville Yard-Gnomes game coming up Saturday, 6:30, historic Guy Smith Stadium. So today's Q&A with Morgan Ahlers is going to be regarding PA announcing. And Jared, I'll give you the floor as someone who's making his debut tomorrow.
Morgan, I just want to know, what do I have to do to not suck at this?
Well, first of all, you've got to call them to say the name correctly. It's Greenville Gnomes. I've never understood that word, gnome.
Gnome.
It's gnome. So I'm keep saying this, Jared. Remember, it's gnome.
Gotcha.
Gnome. And I'm putting that in your brain somewhere during the game. You will say gnome.
Sabotage.
No, you go out there, you just call the game and have fun doing it, and try to be professional if you can, and hopefully you'll do a great job.
I like how he said, if I can.
Be professional if you can. Yeah. You do work at Pirate Radio, so sometimes professionalism is...
You will screw up. Okay? Yeah. You will screw up. Just there's nothing you can do about it. If you say somebody's name wrong, you change it next time and just keep rolling with it. There's nothing you can do to go back and take a word that you've said. You just keep going.
That's what I told him too, Morgan, that like if you do flub something, don't correct it then. Just keep on rolling, because people might not even notice it, and they definitely will notice it if you say, "Oh, sorry about that. Let me, So just keep on rolling." Shirley,
now batting for the Greenville Gnomes. Gnomes.
Shirley, you got one?
Morgan, you have PA'd quite a few events over the years.
Fair to say.
What would be, let's say, your top 2 bucket list events that you would like to PA that you've never done?
I can give you, let's see, one PA would be really cool, whether it's, I don't know if it's a PA, but ring announcing, doing a professional wrestling event would be kind of cool.
Oh yeah, that definitely would be cool to have Morgan do that.
And you're going to laugh, but it's not a sporting event that I would love to do. I've always wanted to do voiceover work for a Disney movie or a Disney show.
Yeah, talked about voiceover earlier. He would be awesome at that.
Did you bring me here? Did you rub my lamp? Sorry.
You think he's the
Aladdin?
genie?
Yeah, the
He'd
genie.
be a good genie.
Genie from the Aladdin.
Yeah.
Oh, Father, I think I can do Winnie the Pooh. Well, better yet, because Tigger's a wonderful thing. The tops are made out of rubber. The bottoms are made out of springs.
Oh, man, you'd be a good Baloo.
Oh, yeah.
Baloo. Let's see. Not yet, Baloo.
It's the bare necessities.
Hey, yeah, I can sing that song.
Morgan, you said Jarrett will screw up. We all have. Do you have any funny screw ups that you remember? Anything you flubbed? Any funny ones you can tell?
I remember one of the first, and this is going back a ways now, when we used to play in basketball. They'd have the international teams would come in, for basketball.
Yeah.
And they had the Czechoslovakian national team. And they had the coach, they had the players, and they had the assistant coach. That was it.
No SID for you to run across some names?
No, nothing like that. Here's your roster. And I'm going like, okay, how do I say? I mean, there was literally 12 guys, 12 names, could not pronounce anything. I think one of the guy's name was Alec. Okay, I can get that one.
Yeah.
Okay, other than that, and the coach spoke a little bit of English. And I did pull him over before. I said, what do we? He says, don't worry about names. I said, okay. He says, players don't care. They want hot shower. So I bet I didn't say the same way twice the whole game.
Right, yeah. So, did they get a hot shower?
Apparently they did. They were in the locker room for a while.
Yeah, they enjoyed that. Okay, good. Good stuff. Good stuff. And I will, I think my favorite name, and there's been a bunch over the years, but I really like the player. And it was some fun Minji's nights, but the way Morgan would say, Errol, bing! Bing! Man, that always got me going.
Or Musa, body in.
Musa. Gabriel Mickey. That was an all-name team. We had Mikulus there, too.
I had a rain, and there was a guy early on, Skip Schaefbauer.
Schaefbauer.
That could really shoot. Schaefbauer.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Morgan, what you got this weekend, man?
Working tonight down at Ribeyes in Washington, and have a wedding tomorrow. So looking forward to all those fun things, and keep on keeping on.
Yes, sir, buddy. Well, we'll check in with you next week. Appreciate it, Morg.
Thanks a lot, gang. You guys have a great weekend.
There is Morgan Ahlers, voice of Dowdy Ficklin Stadium and Minji's Coliseum. Let's get a break in. We're going to try again to get up with Greg Hudson. I can't promise you that he'll be there when we call. He is a busy man. But we'll effort that. Also got our Fleet Feet Rundown and more when we return after these words.
For pest control that packs a punch, BAM! Call on the experts at BAM Pest Control. Attention Greenville, BAM Pest Control is here to protect what matters most, whether it's your business, your home, or your peace of mind. They don't just eliminate pests, they knock them out. BAM Pest Control is #1 in insect control, rodent control, and yard services like fire ants and mosquitoes. BAM! You're insect-free, safe, and comfortable. Call the experts at BAM Pest Control on Hooker Road in Greenville, 252-751-3160. BAM!
The crack of the bat. The roar of the crowd. Baseball is back in Kinston. Come cheer on your Down East Bird Dogs. What's the Down East Bird Dogs pay? The crack of the bat. The roar of the crowd. Baseball is back in Kinston. Come cheer on your Down East Bird Dogs. What's the Down East Bird Dogs pay?
Michaels & Gateway Cosmetic and Family Dentistry has been Greenville's premier dental practice for over 40 years. I am Dr. Chris Gateway, and our mission at Michaels & Gateway is to provide exceptional dental care with compassion, integrity, and innovation, ensuring every patient leaves with a healthy, confident smile. Doctors Michaels & Gateway are committed to providing an outstanding patient experience with every visit. Not only do we offer all your dental needs under one roof, in most cases, we can take care of those needs on the same day. Bring your smile to us at Michaels & Gateway Cosmetic and Family Dentistry.
Wings Over Greenville just turned up the heat with a new honey hotter flavor. Sweet meets spicy in the boldest way yet. Download the Wings Over app, enjoy the Frequent Flyer Club, earn points, unlock exclusive deals, and redeem for free food. Save your go-to orders, order ahead, and skip the line. First-time app user? Get free tenders just for signing up. And when you order delivery through the app, you skip the middleman. No extra fees from third-party apps like Uber Eats or DoorDash. And don't forget, use the promo code PIRATE25 for 10% off your meal. So fly smart. Download the Wings Over app today or order now at wingsover.com. Wings Over, they deliver.
The Buccaneer Music Hall is your beacon of music in the land of the Pirates in ENC. Open at noon 7 days a week with live music. Come enjoy sports trivia with me, Clip Rock, every Monday. Tuesday and Wednesday, it's live local acoustic night, along with line dancing from 7 to 9 on Wednesday. Thursday, there's a brand new lineup with Singo starting at 8, followed by karaoke with DJ Dog. Ladies and free both Friday and Saturday nights with the best local bands in the area. Finish the weekend with free games and DJ Kid Scene.
Y'all come get bucked up.
Here at the Holistic Company, we know that life throws you its fair share of curveballs. Like passing that drug test? Congrats. Now you can finally relax, kick back, and well, light one up. You've earned it. With weekly events like trivia, karaoke, comedy, open mic, movie night, and of course, all your favorites: flour, merch, carts, edibles, and wellness products. Whatever you need to legally take the edge off, we've got your vibe covered. Order online at theholistico.com or visit us at 5th and Evans in Greenville or at one of our other 2 locations in Fremont or Smithfield. The Holistic Company.
Are you a new real estate agent wondering how to get your first deal fast? ENC Pirate Realty Allen Tate is hiring, and we've got you covered. At ENC Pirate Realty Allen Tate, we help new agents hit the ground running with proven training programs, high-quality leads from multiple sources, no cold calls, just real opportunities, one-on-one coaching from our experienced team, and cutting-edge marketing and tech tools. Don't start your career alone. Join the ENC Pirate Realty Allen Tate team, a team that invests in you. Visit encpiraterealty.com and never worry about where your next deal is coming from. Go Pirates!
It's bow time. Bojangles is shaking up breakfast with the return of its sausage Bowberry biscuit. Savory, sizzling, country-style sausage topped with a drizzle of sweet icing, served on a made-from-scratch buttermilk biscuit stuffed with bowberries. Just when you thought you knew where breakfast was going, Bojangles flips the script. But head to Bojangles soon, because even though breakfast is served all day, the sausage Bowberry biscuit is here for a limited time. Order yours today. It's bow time.
Pirate Radio. We are the local station you love. Anytime, anywhere. On air and on digital. You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding Pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Ron Ayers Motorsports is celebrating 50 years of excellence this year. Since 1975, they've been your go-to for top-tier motorcycles, ATVs, side-by-sides, power equipment, and more. Stop by their 30,000 square foot store featuring Honda, Suzuki, Kawasaki, Yamaha, Hustler mowers, and Stihl equipment, all backed by Ron Ayers' 50 years of trusted service. Ron Ayers Motorsports, Highway 11 north of the airport in Greenville, 50 years of quality, reliability, and adventure. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Clip.
All right. We got about 35 minutes left in this week's of shows, and been a fun week saying goodbye to the 2025 ECU baseball season, and now trying to bridge the gap to football. We'll have a lot of football previews. We'll do our opponent previews throughout June and July. A lot of NFL previews as well. So it is preview season. Also, looking forward to our summer chats with Mac McCarthy as we talk all things college football with Coach Mack. He got me fired up for it last offseason, and we'll do the same here. Kind of gave a little homework or maybe a preview of a future conversation. He said there are no can't miss maybe quarterbacks. What is the mock draft saying, Jared? Who are the best quarterbacks? Let's see.
Nussmeier at LSU, Ahlers at Penn State, and obviously Arch Manning at Texas.
Those are the big three,
yeah,
if you will. Let's see. Yeah, Nussmeier. I'm looking at a CBS Sports mock. Number 1 to the Saints would be appropriate.
I guess they're factoring in Arch Manning stays.
Could be. Drew Aller to Jamie's Colts at number 8. Who else is Fernando Mendoza, Indiana quarterback, going 14th to the Steelers.
Yeah, that's just wrong.
Jamie, who is Fernando Mendoza? That tells me I got some studying to do.
Apparently this Arizona State quarterback really good. I think it's the same one from last year. Read a couple things on him.
How about the dude from South Carolina?
Oh, Lenore Sellers. He's still got a little ways. I don't think.
Was he a freshman last year? No, he must be draft eligible. They got him going first round to the Jets next year.
I'm in an offline dynasty, playing an offline dynasty, and it was year 3 of it, and he was in the portal. Lost out on him to Clemson.
Cade Klubnik, another one.
Wow.
In the first round here from Clemson. So those are the names to follow. But yeah, we'll do a quarterback carousel with Coach Mack one day. We did it last year and just talked about where all the QBs are landing, because how about the teams that made the playoffs last year?
Yeah, I was wondering who's quarterback in Oregon.
So last year's playoff teams, who has new QBs? So Notre Dame will have a new quarterback.
Ohio State.
Penn State still has Ahlers. Yeah, Ohio State lost Howard. Texas will make the move to Arch. Clemson still has Klubnik. Tennessee has a new quarterback because who's my guy, Nico?
I'm a leaving.
What about Georgia?
God, I can't remember. Ohio State apparently is going to be starting Julian Sayin.
Yeah.
Just saying. But,
Just saying. Let's see. Georgie. Predicting the next. They got Ryan Puglisi. They got some names. Ryan Puglisi.
Okay.
Hezekiah Melinder.
Jeez.
Ryan Montgomery.
Oregon's going to have Dante Moore.
But they also have Gunnar Stockton, who is, returning as the quarterback.
All right.
Gunnar Stockton.
Yeah.
Oregon's got what?
Dante Moore, transfer from UCLA. He was a redshirt last season. Played in 9 games, but, I don't know if it was a lot of snaps.
Yeah. Just so tough to follow. In fact, looking forward to our opponent previews, because I always like to look at this in the American. Who has a new coach and who has a new quarterback. Look at that every year in the AAC for continuity purposes. East Carolina, new coach, but in-house coach and same offensive coordinator.
Yeah.
And Caden Hauser back. Yeah. I love that. Like that.
Tulane's got a new quarterback because Mensa went to Duke, right?
They did keep their coach.
Yes.
Army new quarterback, same coach. Tulsa, I have no idea.
Yeah.
FAU, new coach. I know that much.
Charlotte, I think, knew everything.
Temple, no idea.
Because Purdy transferred, right? From Charlotte?
I believe so.
Yeah.
Here's a question for you. Where in the world, and I got a feeling Kurt Warner is a big anti-portal guy.
Oh, God.
Where in the world is his son, who's been to 8 different schools?
Where was he last year?
Oh, so he went from Temple. We remember him and Holton Ahlers having a fun shootout to Rice.
Now, is he at USA?
He is at Fresno State. He's in the Valley.
All right.
Trying to make it in the Valley. So E.J. Warner started his career in 2022 and will be playing again. He was the AAC Rookie of the Year in 2022.
Him and Holton shootout.
Fun one. And Holton threw a miracle ball to somebody. Who was it? Who called that pass? This is why we need Chandler here.
Keaton was on that team, right? Keaton had a long
Yeah, I want to say he caught a little swing pass and did something with it. But was it Soel?
Could have been Jari.
Jari Patterson. Oh, okay. Chandler's listening. It was not Soel. It was not Jari. It was not C.J. Johnson. It was Jalen Johnson.
Oh, Jalen Johnson.
Chandler, you. Helping out the show while you're on the way to the beach. Well done.
That's not good. Well, he must have had to stop at the house. Can't be texting and driving now.
He's doing type to text. I'm sure. Score going on, let's see, Louisville up 8-1 in the 6th inning. Another blowout going on in these supers earlier today. How many runs did North Carolina put up?
18-2.
Good Lord. They hammered Arizona. Game 1 of that. Let's look at the super regional schedule for tonight and tomorrow. We've got a couple more games going on tonight, including
Florida State, Oregon State.
In Corvallis, 6 o'clock on ESPN2, and then Coastal at Auburn. That'll be fun. Coming up, in the supers, should they go like home, away, home?
Don't they do that? Because wasn't Texas a home team?
No. I mean,
like different locations.
Go from Corvallis to Tallahassee, back to Corvallis.
I don't get this time slot for these games because in Corvallis, shouldn't that be the 9 o'clock game?
It should, you would think, and then put Auburn at 6.
I mean, Auburn, that's an hour, so I mean, it still starts at 8. That's reasonable, but just given the locations.
Yeah, I don't really get that one either. Coming up on Saturday, Duke will host Murray State at 1 o'clock. 3 o'clock, it'll be Tennessee and Arkansas. Before that, 2 o'clock. Okay. I'm getting mixed up because it's showing.
I got them in order.
Saturday and Sunday. I got it. Let me give me one more shot at this, folks. Murray State at Duke, 1 o'clock. 2 o'clock, West Virginia and LSU. 5 o'clock, Tennessee, Arkansas. And then 7 o'clock, UTSA at UCLA. But also, actually, the first game tomorrow.
11.
Yeah, 11 a.m., Miami at Louisville, who will be wrapping up in another hour or so and then getting back at it at 11.
I kind of like this staggering start.
Once again, they're going Coastal and Auburn 9 o'clock tonight and then 3 tomorrow.
Yeah.
Why are they going night? I don't know. You got a nooner in Chapel Hill, Arizona, North Carolina, and then at 9 tomorrow night, Florida State, Oregon State. So wall-to-wall baseball if you need it.
You think if this game goes past like 12:30, 1 o'clock, they might move it back an hour?
Hey, relax, man. We're not trying to fire anybody up here. Schedule's the schedule. I'll play it as it is. Let's get a break in. We'll come back, Fleet Feet Rundown, tell you what else is going on this weekend in the world of sports. Where are we racing?
Michigan.
Oh, yeah. And then Mexico.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Can we do a Friday flashback close to the end of the show?
We'll do a put it on the rundown.
Oh, Friday flashback. Okay.
Friday flashback. We'll also have an On This Day presented by Ron Ayers Motorsports. All that and more coming up after this.
Army, our mission is to provide support to children with cancer and their families in North Carolina. From emotional support to financial assistance, we are here to ensure no family faces this journey alone. Guided by faith and a commitment to love and service, Riley's Army invites you to join us. Volunteer, donate, or spread the word. Together we can make a lasting difference. Visit RileysArmy.com to learn more. That's RileysArmy.com.
Chico's Mexican Restaurant is the home of the best margaritas. Grab your amigos and head to Chico's every Tuesday for the Gulp of Mexico, a huge 38-ounce lime margarita for only $7.99. On Thursdays, relax and enjoy half-price pitchers of Chico's house margaritas. Choose from lime, strawberry, blood orange, raspberry, or peach. For Mexican food and fun, it's got to be Chico's Mexican Restaurant in downtown Greenville and online at chicosrestaurant.com. Chico's, where the fiesta never ends.
Homeowners can face many challenges throughout this season, but our newest New Blue star, Dixon Williams, is here to slide in and save the day. Have a clog that's hitting a foul ball and nothing seems to be getting through? Dixon's fixing to get you flowing again. Feeling like your HVAC's in a slump? Dixon's sliding in to get your comfort back on track. Are swinging blind in a power outage? Dixon is delivering a power boost. So when problems arise, turn home strikeouts into home runs with New Blue, electric, plumbing, and air.
Jeff Stein here at Brown & Wood Buick GMC, home of the lifetime powertrain warranty. Right now we have GMC 1500 Elevation, 0.9% or $78.50 off. That truck also has $359 lease special. For Buick, we got the all-new Enclave. It's beautiful, it's big, it can handle all of your luggage, kids, towing, anything. Brown & Wood Buick GMC, 4 brands, 3 generations, 2 rooftops, and one goal to make sure you leave a happy customer.
This is proud ECU alumni David Price of David Price Construction. As a leading general contracting firm, we specialize in commercial construction and renovation. Whether it's updating your office space, renovating your restaurant, or building a new retail store, our team at David Price Construction is ready to assist. We are committed to delivering quality, value, and customer satisfaction across all of our projects. So give us a call at 919-820-3612 or find us online at davidpriceconstruction.com. Go Pirates.
Hey, Righty, you feeling okay? You've been dragging all day.
Ugh, don't even talk to me, Lefty. These shoes are a disaster. My arch is crying.
Dude, we have to go to Fleet Feet. They have a 3D scanner to customize shoes for every foot.
Wait, like custom fit? For me?
Yes, you and me. They have the top brands such as OnCloud, Brooks, and Hoka, plus many more. Fleet Feet, where fit happens. Schedule your appointment at fleetfeet.com or come in today and treat your feet right. Find your perfect pair at Fleet Feet.
Eastern North Carolina's Bourbon Authority is Greenville's premier American-styled restaurant. The Rick House specializes in handcraft dishes, and our bar features the very best in bourbons like Parker's Heritage, Knob Creek, and Jefferson's.
Big changes are coming to the Rick House. A new menu is on the way with great food, and it's the perfect atmosphere for a night out.
Let the Rick House host your next big event in our 2,000 square foot banquet hall. It's perfect for wedding rehearsals, graduations, and holiday parties. The Rick House, American Provisions and Spirits, 710 Red Banks Road in Greenville.
Do you want to get rid of wrinkles, tighten and lift your skin, smooth your skin texture, erase veins and brown spots, get rid of unwanted hair and under-eye fat pads? Are you interested in Botox or filler? Contact the licensed professionals at Beauty Bar MediSpa for a free consultation and ask about our newest technologies and treatments. Learn more at beautybarmedispa.com, Red Banks Road, Greenville. Enjoy your visit, love your transformation, and go Pirates.
What's going on, guys? This is Inky Johnson. You're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Wings Over Greenville just turned up the heat with the new Honey Hotter flavor, sweet meat spicy in the boldest way yet. Download the Wings Over app and join the Frequent Flyer Club. You can earn points, unlock exclusive deals, and redeem for free food. You can save your go-to orders, order ahead, and skip the line. If you're a first-time app user, you can get free tenders just for signing up. And when you order delivery through the app, you skip the middleman. No extra fees from third-party apps like Uber Eats or DoorDash. Don't forget to use the promo code PIRATE25 for 10% off your meal. So fly smart. Download the Wings Over app today and order now at wingsover.com. Wings Over, they deliver. And is your office printer on the fritz? Don't wait days for a repair. Contact the professionals at CopyPro, where they promise fast 3-hour service on all your office printing devices. Contact Walker Allen Bolivar today for a free office printing analysis to help you cut costs and boost efficiency. For reliable, fast service, call CopyPro today at 756-3175. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Clip.
Back with you, Pirate Radio Live on a Friday. Beautiful day, great day for a Hawaiian shirt, Shirley. We made a good call.
Yes.
On today's
good choice. Good choice.
The flamingo action. Let's get our Fleet Feet rundown. A-Harp, tell us about our friends at Fleet Feet.
Hey, Pirate Nation. Be sure you have the best and most comfortable shoes this tailgate season with a stop at Fleet Feet. Locally owned and operated by ECU alum Chris Lunyon. Fleet Feet of Greenville provides solutions through one-on-one services to runners, walkers, and everyone in between. Fleet Feet has the tools and technology to get you in the right shoe, including a 3D foot scanner that measures arch height, width, and more. Go see them at 207 East Arlington Boulevard in the old Gordon's Golf location. Fleet Feet. They run for you.
All right. Okay, we got a lot going on. We got HUD on the Pirate Radio Live line. We got Susan Deans in the chat. Big Panther fan asking, is Jarrett here today? Yes, Susan. Jarrett is here. The little guy is here. Why do you ask? We'll get that answer maybe in a moment.
Probably has something to do with the Savannah Bananas being in Charlotte.
Yes.
Sold out back-to-back nights.
Wow. All right. Susan, Jarrett is here, so let me know what you got for, if anything, for Jarrett. But we got to talk to Greg Hudson, who joins us here. Shirley, you got the intro?
Oh, yeah. Hold on.
Hit the intro.
Where in the world is
Greg Hudson?
Where you at, Hutter?
OHI, Ohio.
Cool pictures of the facilities, the rings, the bling bling, and everything they got going on. And HUD, my first question is, like, when you've been to a lot of places now, but
yeah,
how, and Pirate fans, you might want to cover your ears, like, the facilities we have, which are pretty good. I mean, they're nice facilities. But is it like a different world there in Columbus? How big of a gap is there when you look at Ohio State versus some other places?
Galaxy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's big. Yeah, even some of the schools that have gone up from AAC to Big 12, and and then you go to even a place like Baylor that's been in it for a while, and see, what they're doing. And I've been to the top, I guess. I went to Oklahoma and Texas and Michigan, Notre Dame, Ohio State. So I've seen those. And, all over, got the tours of all the new stuff and spent some time there and watched some film and met some great people. And it's pretty impressive. It's a lot of brick and mortar, a lot.
We got our Hoosier guy here. You said you might be stopping there. Did you go to?
Yeah.
Okay. What do you think of Indiana?
Good. I had a great visit. I got to spend some time one-on-one with a bunch of head coaches, but Signetti was a lot of fun. He's with what I'm doing with the P26 protein and the Joe Moore Award. He's a Western Pennsylvania guy where Joe was from, and he knew him back when he was a young assistant at Pitt back in the early 80s. He was back there, I think, 80, 82, 83, maybe 84. And I made a commitment, and they're trying to make it even bigger. They're knocking walls down and piling up bricks to make everything nicer and bigger, and adjusting even the indoor. So there's a lot going on. Everybody's building it as fast as they can.
It's generational, right? Like Indiana football will never be Indiana basketball, no matter what the records say year in, year out, and all that, right?
Yeah, I mean the fans. Like I told you, I took a trip back from Raleigh in October to go back to see one of Garrett's games and do some work back in the Midwest. And I got on the plane, and I thought they were NC State fans with all the red, and there's a whole group of them, and they had IU stuff on. And they were heading back for an October football game. Me being a smartass, I was like, "Oh, I didn't know basketball started already." So, well, you just want to keep wearing that stuff in October, you better pay that guy, and they did.
Yeah, like you said, commitment, and they're making one there. Hud, our topic of the week, I don't know, you've been out and about, but hopefully you followed everything going on with Kevin O'Sullivan, the Florida coach, and ECU baseball. Did you see any of that stuff?
I mean, give me a break, dude. I mean, somebody could have just jacked him.
Yeah. Where was Greg Hudson when we needed him?
I was looking for somebody of the cavalry to step in there. I mean, an assistant, maybe they were afraid of him, or somebody should have, grabbed him up by the throat or something. Like, hey, man, relax.
So Hud, I know
the changing of the schedule. Okay, we got to change the buses and this and that, and all these. But an hour? Was it an hour they changed it?
Yep, 1 hour.
An hour. All that for an hour?
So I've been asking athletes all week, football and baseball, has an opposing coach ever said something to you the way he told Parker Bird to stick a whiteboard up his butt? And most of the responses were no. Rajay Harris said probably, but he ignored it, and his comeback would be put a helmet on, because I can't do nothing unless you come out here on the field with me, so I might as well not even get into it with you. But Hud, how many you've had numerous encounters, probably positive, with opposing players, like love watching you play, I recruited you, wish you were, that kind of stuff. But any back and forth with any players in your career you would like to tell us about?
Really, there wasn't. There was a couple times, I've told guys that, we're not messing around today, brother. Just sort of trying to give them a little business. About to Pat White, we gave him a little business. After out of bounds play, sometimes little shenanigans. But maybe back in the day before the cell phones, there was more of it because you didn't see it.
Right.
You couldn't miss what Woody Hayes did, but but I'm sure there was plenty, but now with the multiple cameras and everybody's filming everything for recruiting, you're stupid to do it, but even now it's going to be recorded.
Also, just from a proximity standpoint, like with basketball, we've seen coaches kind of go at it near midcourt. Baseball, you can yell dugout to dugout, especially like first base coach to dugout. But football, you're all the way across the sideline, so it's kind of tough to be chirping at another coach in game. But I don't know, any coach run-ins you had over the years?
There's been a couple, couple sentences exchanged in pregame.
Yeah.
From when you were in closer proximity to the individual on a certain block or a crack block or, nothing real crazy. But, some pregame stuff, there's been a little chatter, but nothing out of sorts.
And Hud's, your thing is if stuff's going down, you kind of get out of the way and let the
yeah. Go ahead.
But
all you want.
I was going to ask how many pregame brawls you've had to break up, but I guess I should ask how many you had to witness. Any Florida State, Florida, or any Notre Dame, Michigan, or anything like that?
No. There's been some fights at the tunnel in Notre Dame, so yeah, stuff like that. And I was at a Division III. This is the main reason I don't mess with it. I was at my first job, Division III, Redlands, California, and the bench is clear. And I didn't move. I'm like, I ain't going out there. No way. And our offensive line coach ran out there and tried to make peace. And as he was running in stride, a guy was coming at him, and the guy didn't break down, and he hit him and split his face wide open.
Man.
The guy was done for the year. We didn't see him again. The guy was like, I am never leaving the sideline when a fight breaks down.
No kidding.
Ever.
Yeah, this is
some of you guys get their emotional muscles on and act like an idiot.
Player on player, and you hate to see a guy get just squared up, hit right in the face. But remember the Boise State player talking junk to LeGarrette Blount right after the game, and that was a great talk bleep get hit moment. He was laughing in his face, saying something, and LeGarrette Blount decided he would rather do it with his fist than words. And I don't know if that's the proper way, but just stay out of a guy's face if you want to avoid getting hit, would be my advice.
I did know of a fight that happened, and the two teams were going at it, and one individual was being pretty selective on who he was going to fight with, and he kept looking for guys with jersey numbers in the 80, and he kept poking them in the eyes so the receivers couldn't see.
Did any of the guys in the 50s, 60s, and 70s get involved? You want to stay away from those numbers, probably, the big boys.
I mean, it's dumb because all you do is hurt your hand when you hit a helmet or shoulder head.
Yeah.
So the best thing to do is probably poke them in the eye.
Greg Hudson joining us, a Pirate Radio live line. Hud, we're kind of up against it, but thank you for calling us in. What's your travel schedule looking like here in the next week or so?
It could be a swing through the old Pitt County. I'll decide that this week or this weekend, and I'll either be down there this week coming up or within the next 2 weeks. But I will be making a run to in a 4.5 day period: Illinois, Iowa, Iowa State, Nebraska, Kansas, Kansas State, Missouri, and back to Indiana.
There you go. All over the place. Hud,
Get over to the east.
This is pretty random here, Hud, and I want you to get this guy on the show. I'm watching 1995 Washington beating Dallas for some random reason on YouTube. Guess who got the game-winning interception for my Washington Redskins that day? Number 25, Notre Dame Fighting Irish product, Tom Carter, getting the interception.
Absolutely. We can do that. Tom's in charge of a really nice deal that's similar to Holtz's Heroes. Tommy's in charge. He started, it's called LAND, Life After Notre Dame.
Oh,
and
cool.
there's other schools that are doing something like that. And it's for all student athletes. To awareness and help guys that have advanced or help guys that are struggling, and men and women, all athletes. So it's a pretty neat deal that Tommy is involved in.
Awesome. And I don't know if this is old but according to his Wikipedia, involved with the NFL Players Association as well. So got a lot.
Yeah, he's very active. He represents Notre Dame well in the NFL. He's a sharp guy.
All right, Hud, good to talk with you, man. Always enjoy story time with Hud. Appreciate it.
All right. Oh, I got one for you. Look up Michael Deeb.
Michael Deeb. Okay.
You said the Savannah Bananas?
Yeah.
I recruited him.
Oh, wow. Okay. Michael Deeb, baseball, played 3 years of football at Notre Dame.
At Notre Dame. Yeah, I was recruiting him at Florida State. Oh, yeah. There's always a connection.
There always. Good stuff. All right, Hud. See you, buddy.
All right, man. See you guys. Bye.
Speaking of those bananas, Susan Dean said she is at the Savannah Bananas game. It is crazy. She's eating a banana split in Jarrett's honor, and says Bank of America Stadium is never this packed.
Yeah.
What are you anti?
I'm not anti anything. I just said I don't get it. And I mean, honestly, you know me. That's probably the nicest thing I could say about something that I don't understand.
Yeah.
I'm not going to crap on it. People like it, and that's good for them. I like things that people don't like.
And you like things that people don't like. Yeah. Okay.
And I don't even say I didn't like it or I hate it. Like, I just don't get it.
All right.
I mean, the Harlem Globetrotters aren't selling out like Madison Square Garden.
They probably did at one point.
Yeah, and this is just that.
But now we're talking 50 years later, at least, with the Globetrotters.
Yeah.
But
now, if this thing's still around in 50 years,
I doubt they'll be selling out in 50 years.
Yeah.
But they are doing something right now. As Susan says, Bank of America is rocking. All right, let's take our final break. We'll come back, get ready to wrap things up on a Friday after this.
It's time to shack things up at Burrito Shack. Whether you're craving bold burritos, tasty tacos, or crispy nachos, they got the flavor you're looking for. Made from scratch, chef-inspired, fresh Mex cuisine, served up with a side of laid-back beach vibes. Fast, fresh, and totally delicious, Burrito Shack is where flavor meets the coast. Located in the Lowe's Food Shopping Center in Winterville. Quick, crafted, coastal. Burrito Shack. Capital Subaru of Greenville is transforming your everyday commute into something a little more extraordinary. Subaru was just named 2025's best overall automotive brand by Consumer Reports, and there's never been a better time to drive one home. From the adventure-ready Outback to the sleek and efficient Forester, they got the perfect ride for you. In addition to their great selection of new and used car inventories, the Subaru Service Center is commanded by a team of experts, handpicked for their knowledge, passion, and promise to treat every car as if it's their own. Capital Subaru of Greenville, off Memorial Drive, or online at capitalsubaruofgreenville.com.
Country Mart has been locally owned and operated for over 40 years and is your premier country store serving the best cheese biscuits and country food around. Country Mart is open every day and has 2 locations in Bethel on Highway 11 and in Stokes on Highway 903. Both Country Mart locations are top-of-the-line fuel stations serving Shell gas, including 93 ethanol-free high-octane gas, which is the best for all you boat owners. Country Mart, fueling you up with great food in your engines with great gasoline. Go Pirates!
At Langley Contracting, we're superior roofing specialists. Whether it's a new roof or repairing your old one, we've got you covered. And best of all, we handle your insurance claims. We are locally owned right here in Eastern Carolina. We are licensed and insured and have a 25-year roof warranty. We can handle your gutter installation too, so everything is seamless. Call or visit us online at 214roof.com for your free estimate today.
Langley Contracting, your superior roofing specialist.
Is your office printer on the fritz? Don't wait days for a repair. This is Walker Allen Volova with CopyPro, where we promise fast 3-hour service on all of your copy equipment. No need to press 1 for English for an overseas service line. All of our calls are answered right here in Greenville. Plus, we offer a free office printing analysis to help you cut cost and boost efficiency. We'll show you exactly how to save money on ink, toner, and energy. For reliable, fast service, call CopyPro today at 1-800-682-6558 and see how we can help your office run more efficiently. CopyPro, fast service, smarter printing, bringing more value to your business.
While you're sleeping, our whole hogs are slow cooking over wood to create that bite that Eastern North Carolina is known for. I'm Sam Jones, and for more than 3 generations, my folks have been the torchbearers for what whole hog barbecue is supposed to be. At Sam Jones, you'll find plenty of smoke, but no mirrors. Everything, and I mean everything, is made fresh daily, including our sides, sweets, and sauces. Come on over and see us at Sam Jones Barbecue, and I bet you'll be able to taste our passion in just one bite. Sam Jones Barbecue, Fire Tower Road.
Father's Day is here, and it's your opportunity to say thanks. I'm Rhonda with Russell's Clothing in downtown Washington, and we've been making dads happy for 41 years. Russell's offers an amazing selection of sportswear and accessories, including the best from Johnny O, Peter Millar, Duckhead, and Gentile. Can't make a decision? No problem. Gift certificates are always a win in any amount. Make it easy and shop Russell's for a great selection, personal service, and free signature gift wrap. Where it's all about you, our pirate friends and customers.
Hey Pirate Nation, this is proud ECU graduate and former baseball player Brandon Manning inviting you to join my team at Farm Bureau Insurance. Right now is a good time to review your coverage with a local trusted agent like me. I will make myself available before or after business hours, and my clients always have my cell phone number if they need anything. From home, auto, or life, give me a call today and let's talk about your insurance coverage and about the Pirates. Call 531-1812 and go Pirates!
Hi, this is Phil Steele of Phil Steele's College Football Preview Magazine, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding Pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
It was a good day for the stock market to close out the week. The Dow was up 443 points at 42,762. The NASDAQ was ahead 231 points at 19,529, and the S&P was up 61 points and finished the week at an even 6,000. That is your Wells Fargo Advisors stock market report. For a personal look into investing, call Wells Fargo Advisors today at 756-6900 in Greenville. Wells Fargo Advisors, LLC, member SIPC. Now back to the show.
All right. Enjoyed it. Thank you all for tuning in. Jared, good luck at Guy Smith Stadium this weekend.
Thank you.
Have fun.
Yep.
And Shirley, we will see you on Monday.
Softball tournament this weekend, softball Shirley.
Good luck to you. Where are you heading?
Raleigh.
All right, Raleighwood. Good luck. We will talk to you Monday, 3 o'clock, on an all-new edition of Pirate Radio Live. For the crew, I am Clip Rock. Jeff Charles, take us home.
Have a great night, Eastern Carolina.
Thanks for listening to Pirate Radio Live, an exclusive